It's not necessarily the game designers of this.
This is correct.
Da, 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 da.
All right.
Of course, we're chattering away here while we're live.
And in theory,
OMG, 3, 2, 1, webcam!
Hello. Welcome, everybody, to another live stream.
Hello, dear friends. This is Lorianne Cole, the lead game designer of Quest for Glory 5 Dragonfire, and incidentally of the rest of the Quest for Glory series. And I'm sidekick Corey Cole that did some work on some of the design and programming of some of the games.
Right.
Assistant. Most of them. And that's it. Okay. Thanks for coming.
Welcome, Brainiac. Yep, we made it. Why don't you adjust the camera a little so that they can actually see, Sean up there, because his head's cut off. Just pull it up just a bit. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Hollow Stasic.
Less frontal and more headshot.
More of a headshot, yeah. Now we've got Sean properly displayed, as is the Quirk and Meep/Quirk, wearing our Hero U hats, and then the unfortunate owl. The unfortunate owl, waiting for the day that
the squeaky voice owl
that Richard Aronson actually comes to call.
Oh.
But, at any rate...
What are we calling him?
Yeah.
We'll see him at Worldcon.
Yeah, but we're not hauling it to Worldcon. Sorry.
Why not? It's just up in L.A. You're driving there.
Well, I suppose we could.
It's not a 30-hour plane flight.
It is true. And he does have a car.
He'll have a car too.
Yes. So
we'll take it there if we remember.
Happy Sunday, Jason.
Good to see you. Let's see. Today is May 31st. Now, this is the weekend that I traditionally think of as Memorial Day weekend. But for some reason, they decided to hold it a week early. So last weekend was Memorial Day. Tomorrow is, however, June 1st. We are now just over 2 weeks away from our trip to Munich and Leogang and Salzburg to Germany and Austria with our family. So looking forward to that.
That shall be interesting.
I like myself better without the glasses.
You do? Okay, well.
Can't see a thing, but...
Oh, yeah, that's the problem. I prefer not to be seeing, yes. I like to actually see what I'm looking at. But, all the fun stuff about getting older. But let's see. In a week that very few surprises for the Quest for Glory fans. Other than the fact that Corey posted something on Patreon, which was, a real event. Okay.
Soggy doggy, says Lori.
Yeah, soggy doggy.
Okay, Lori made me change my post.
I didn't need to, yeah.
So my post is over here on the desktop, and I had a very wet retriever, and Lori told me I needed to caption it Soggy Doggy.
Yes.
I had done a couple posts of our trip to Ireland from back in late 2024, and then had gone on to other things and got very distracted by World of Warcraft and various things, health issues, and I finally started posting again and discovered that I still had like 30 pictures I hadn't posted. So instead of doling them out 5 or 6 each, I decided to make one post entirely of the animals and flowers of Ireland, and then we'll have another one. Oh, here's
yes, it's a very important animal.
Yes, here is. Oh, why can't I get this to full screen?
I don't know why doesn't it do that.
Uh-oh.
It's orky.
It's supposed to be a gallery. What's going on here?
Well, your gallery.
Oh, maybe. Oh, that's because I'm still in edit mode.
Oh, edit. Yeah, that makes a difference.
Okay. There we go.
There. Here's most important.
Yes, here's one of the
animals.
Sheep of Ireland. Actually, 2 of them.
There are 2 of them, yes.
2 woolly sheep.
Yes. So
made out of Irish wool, probably from the Isle of Arran.
So, yes, a very brief look at what we did in Ireland. And we have many other trips that we should do this with, but I have to process film.
I like this one.
I liked him, too. He was a very friendly donkey, but the minute somebody tried to pat him, he almost bit the hand that patted him. So, he was a snit. He was a snitty donkey. Hello,
Well,
hello.
since Irish are famous for the Irish are famous for their whiskey, I decided to call this one Donkey on the Rocks.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, fine. I didn't know you put whiskey on the rocks.
I didn't put whiskey on the rocks. Oh, whiskey on the rocks? Yeah.
Huh?
Whiskey on ice. It's called whiskey on the rocks.
I thought it was, anything but whiskey on the rocks.
No.
Okay, fine. Let's see what I know. So, at any rate, let's see.
It's
That's
also whiskey
there.
and soda and.
Yeah. I know there's other things, but I didn't know.
But I could go back to the webcam. So that's finally getting some new stuff on the Patreon. And I'm going to be mixing up ones that require a subscription and ones that are free. And most of them are free.
Yeah. Marvel's Lost has a watch streak reached.
Of
Currently, three. Welcome, Mock.
That's pretty good.
Yes. Marvel's Lost. Yes. Hello. Happy Sunday.
I wonder if OSU is managing to maintain his by going to our VODs.
Yeah. Happy Valley Sunday. I think that was a song by the Monkees. Here in Status Symbol
like
Land.
Happy Valley.
Pleasant Valley Sunday.
Pleasant Valley
At
Sunday,
any
yes.
rate, there we go. At any rate, it feels the same.
So I've had this cough for years, and I'm finally starting to get it looked at by doctors, and miraculously, mostly went away, I think, because I'm getting it tested.
Twitch has a 24-hour grace period. Well, that's interesting.
Nice of them.
Yeah. So you can keep your streak going,
if
you can't make it.
I have not put up all my WoW raids because I'm not sure how exciting it is to watch players die over and over again to the monsters. But I did manage to get into a group last night that got my second mythic boss of the current set of raids done, and got my first ever cutting edge title because there's now a one boss raid in World of Warcraft. Normally they're like 6 to 9 bosses. One boss I can handle.
All right, you can do a Control C and.
What am I doing?
You're going to Control C over there on that screen.
Oh, Control C there.
Yeah,
okay.
Control C.
And we're putting it in here.
And that's in case you miss everything.
This is our YouTube channel.
So if you ever miss an episode, you want to listen to it.
Yep, and usually anywhere from hour or two to a few days after we stream, I copy everything. Do what they call export over to YouTube, so you can find. Now I note that our last stream there was called Quest for Glory 5 Balloon Time, and I've been promising that for 2 weeks now. And as our the previous one was Quest for Glory 5 Balloon Trip, and this time we will actually. We think we'll actually be going up in a balloon.
But,
we've been making it for a couple of weeks.
Yes. You can see this is definitely how you slow play a game because,
crafting is hard.
Well, then also when you need to know what you're doing.
The other thing we have up on our YouTube is here's a Wow Now with Lori, and where she recreated No Man's Land Inn in the World of Warcraft housing system.
Yeah, there it is. What do you know? That's her outside.
That's the exterior. Here's the interior.
Yes, including.
So this was all built using decor, as they call it, in World of Warcraft.
Individual items.
And I should show you the interior of one of my houses, which has a couch and a lamp. So I've not quite gotten into housing the way Lori has.
We're turned to the stage. So like all No Man's Inns, it has a stage, but it's to the right if you turn to your other.
I'm not in the game.
Oh, that's true.
I am
but
playing
you
a
can't
video.
click. Okay, fine. You're too far. Never find it. That's true. I keep thinking of it as you have control. Cause is how
I frequently click on videos of games trying to play the game.
Well, that's okay. You've shown it off. That's
some of the stuff that Lori's been doing. So stick around after this stream. Lori will be back at. It is currently 2:10 p.m. here in sunny Southern California, and Lori will be back on at 5 p.m.
to show you how I take everything, put everything back, and get rid of everything. Unfortunately, it's time to. disassemble everything. Togamaro says, I haven't seen or played Quest for Glory 5 in about 2 decades, so this should be fun. I keep telling myself that I'm going to play through this whole series and roll with a paladin, but I haven't made it there yet. Well, it is interesting. It really does affect the game. If you haven't played, as a paladin or played as a mage, you should always try it, because it really was designed for that.
And I, of course, have never played Quest for Glory 5 all the way through. I played bits and pieces of it at various times, including... about 3 years ago, we had it on the stream, 2 or 3 years, and that didn't finish it then. We're gonna finish it this time.
Yeah, for this time.
This time for sure. Watch me pull the rabbit out of my hat.
That hat doesn't have nearly enough room for a rabbit.
It's a very small rabbit.
Toga's has never
I should have
played
had one
as
of
a
the.
paladin.
I should have had one of the little toy meeps in there that's about an inch in diameter.
Yes, one of those fuzzy things. You could have.
Didn't-
If you
Never
just
occurred
thought
to me.
about it.
Got to set up my jokes.
Yes.
That's the trick to puns too. If you rehearse your puns in advance, you'll.
Asen says, I feel better, Corey. I've never finished it either. I love seeing the story without having to go to the effort of the game running properly. Yeah, I agree.
Well, okay, so now I was a programmer on Quest for Glory 5. Came into it about a year into development, something like that. Was off-site for the first year, and came back in, and I was brought in as a contractor to help them finish polishing it for release, and they had planned on getting out about 2 months after I got there. And I came in and discovered that what they had was a 3D engine, and they had characters, and they had some of the backgrounds. I don't know if they had all the backgrounds or not. Probably not. And absolutely zero quests or hardly any dialogue. None of the scripts in. They had a team of programmers in the other room that didn't know how to program in C++.
Yeah, I think I got the scripts done the first year of it. And I remember we went to a convention in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And I was still writing the script. I was actually writing it
While
in Texas because we needed to send it to Ireland, because in Ireland they were doing the translations. And they wanted all the translations done.
Interesting. So was that the game design workshop?
Huh?
I think that's the only time we went to a convention in Texas.
Texas was the Worldcon alternate.
Oh, okay. And the one in
Austin or around
San Antonio.
San Antonio,
Texas.
Right by
the Alamo.
Yeah.
San Antonio is actually, because Texas we think of as, dry and hot, but San Antonio is on a river, and
it was humid and hot.
Yeah.
Instead,
you go on riverboat cruises. There's a huge indoor mall that we spent a lot of time in that.
I didn't even remember that.
It was connected to our hotel.
Toga asks, you folks going to the Portland Retro Game Expo this year?
Yes, we are.
As a matter of fact.
We will be featured guests there, and there will be a section of it devoted to Sierra Online games, including our own Quest for Glory and King's Quest and Space Quest and Police Quest and all those questy things.
And other
Sierra
guests were supposed to be there. Josh Mandel's supposed to be there. So it should be exciting.
It's going to be fun.
Good. We'll see you there,
Toga Mario thinks he's a featured guest with the Space Venture crew.
Oh, cool.
We got Mark on board. Oh, it would be great to see Mark again.
Yeah, and it would be great to have that as part of that whole...
Well, Mark was part of that band, wasn't he? The Error 49 or whatever it was band.
They're not Mark
Crow?
Siebert, Mark Crow.
Mark Siebert. Oh, Mark
versus,
Mark Crow doesn't do music, does he?
No, he does. He does art. Yeah.
Well, he might do music. I would not be surprised. I would be very surprised if Mark Crow is not a musician.
Okay, fine. This is Mark Crow, yeah.
He probably plays an instrument and makes music.
Why?
Because that's just kind of a common thing among creative people in the game industry.
Oh, well, you can ask him the next time you see him.
When I went to school at UC Santa Barbara, I was in a thing called the College of Creative Studies, but I was in the seemingly not very creative mathematics department of that, and one time we were invited over to our professor's house, and he was a big Tom Lehrer fan, and played piano and had a great singing voice, and did a whole bunch of Tom Lehrer fans for us.
If you have not listened to Tom Lehrer, you should listen to Tom Lehrer.
He's amazing. He's very funny.
Very, very clever, funny, dry wit, which borders on
and sometimes kind of horrifying.
Yes.
Talking about now Israel's got the bomb. ... Yeah.
Yes.
There's rioting in Africa and strife in Iran. And this was 50 years ago.
Yes,
I wrote that.
This was 50 years ago.
Things have not changed much.
So
Tom Lehrer, amazing guy. Anyway, Max Weiss was, the late Max Weiss was also an amazing guy. And we got to discussing, who made music. And every single one of his math students played an instrument, made music in one way or another.
There is a kind of a correlation between thinking in math and thinking in music, too.
And years later, when I went to work for doing poker games online, we got a discussion of making a house band of that because everybody there made music.
Yep. Yes, I think that Siebert wrote the Space Quest theme, I'm pretty sure.
So I actually played that more than Quest for Glory.
And David TKI says, good luck on your quest, heroes. Yes. And
what I meant to say about Quest for Glory 5 is that I played the game a lot. I just never played it all the way through because when you're working on programming a game, you're continually testing the stuff you've done recently.
At least in theory.
And, oh, yes, everybody does. And then you go back and you try to find some time for regression testing on what other parts of the game you broke in the course of adding your new features. And that part, unfortunately, is the one that does not get done enough. But yeah, we play the game over and over again. We only play little bits and pieces of it. So we don't get to see the overview.
Yes.
We had a big problem with Quest for Glory 2 because your character can be named a paladin in Quest for Glory 2 if you do the right things. And you get sent back to the opening scene of the game to have a special ceremony, giving you paladin status. But one programmer wrote the stuff that sends you back to that room, and a different programmer wrote that room and had written that, since it's the first room in the game, wrote it first. And that room was working perfectly, but he never went back to revise the room to put in the scripts that happen after you become a paladin. And so the game then sent you back to the beginning of the game and started over again. And this was about 3 weeks before the ship date.
Yeah.
Oh, horrible times. Yes.
As a result, I wound up setting flags and things in my scripts so that they could know what flags to pick up.
Yeah, so Lori was pseudocoding in her scripts.
Yeah. And now I really pseudocode in my scripts with the way we do things now.
So the conflict in an adventure game is that you want to make it as open-ended as possible, lots of things to do, many paths through the game, a lot of choice for the player. But what all those choices mean is that adventure games are fundamentally untestable.
Yeah.
Because nobody can go through every path through the game. You have 3 branches here and 5 branches are there, and suddenly instead of having a dozen possibilities, you end up with thousands of paths through the game.
And most of them, the role of the designer is to keep bringing it back together so that they all keep converging, so you do not have all these wild branches that go off there. And that's part of the thing all designers did, and that's why you died in stupid adventure games. Yes. Because there are too many variations, and killing off the player cut off those branches so you didn't have to deal with them.
The idea of the game designer is to funnel players into correct action. And that can be done in a number of ways. Bob Bates of Legend Entertainment was fond of what he called breadcrumbs, which is that if the player started to get off the beaten path, you would give them a little message that says, oh, no, I better not do that yet. I've still got things to do here. And then give you little hints that pushed you towards doing what you needed to do in that particular scene before you moved on. Earlier adventure games, and in a sense, Quest for Glory was a reaction against the early games. Said, well, if you went off on the beaten path, we kill your character, and you can restore the game, and hopefully you remembered to save it and continue from there. So we did some of that because that was sort of the Sierra way, but we much preferred to, redirect you rather than kill the game. And the great debate Laurie had with Ron Gilbert, his viewpoint was that death in the game is not necessarily a bad thing, but interrupting the game with a restore, restart, quit message, that takes you totally out of the fantasy, and that's a bad thing. So that's the reason Ron didn't like death and adventure games.
Yep. Toga does not think he played Space Venture sequentially all the way through yet. Well, it gives you something to do. Yeah.
Well, I didn't because I locked up on me.
Yeah, but
I got to a certain. I played the one of the early releases,
yes,
and they have completely revised it, but I've not played it since the revisions.
We haven't picked it up yet. And David says the water is not as calm as it appears. When Prince Alexander enters the water, go further, death. That's reasonable handling. That's the right way to handle, as opposed to trying to, walk down a whale's tongue.
I would go with the second level and say, "Are you sure? It looks really dangerous."
Yeah.
And then the third time.
But when you are you sure? You've put a thing in doubt in the player's mind, because the game designers have used that before. In fact,
okay. In the original adventure, Colossal Cave Adventure.
Yeah. In the original adventure, if you ever played the absolute original.
Not to make any spoilers or anything, but you better all played it by now.
Yeah.
It's Slay the Dragon, because that's what I went into UCLA where they had an open house, and someone introduced me to Colossal Cave Adventure on a teletype connected to another university's computers. And we got up and the guy who was showing it to me said, well, what would you do with the dragon? I said, I don't know, slay the dragon? He says, sure, type it in, try it. I said, okay, type slay the dragon. It says, what, with your bare hands? And the correct answer is yes.
Yeah, so, yeah, exactly.
And you slay the dragon with your bare hands. It's totally ridiculous, but it does say that games have always made you do ridiculous things.
Yeah. Let's see.
Like put a mustache on a passport photo to simulate somebody who doesn't have a mustache.
Yeah. Oh, bless your heart. The patience to play the early versions is saintly. I agree, yes. I'm glad we were able to shore the game up and debug the vast majority.
Good. I'll definitely have to get back to it. I mean, I enjoyed the game, but stuff is a little bit tricky. There's some real-time stuff, and there's things that rely on 3D that are a little bit tough, but I've been playing World of Warcraft. So I ought to be able to handle 3D by now.
Yes, David says, then there's a particularly funny bit in Rasir with guards guarding a path. The first step, this way is blocked. Turn around. Second step, we will not warn you again. Turn around or die. Third step, a death message saying, you were warned.
See, there we go.
Yeah.
Even back then, we practiced what I preached today.
Yes. But... and that's because, we couldn't develop Rasir the way, to the degree that the other parts were.
So death is not because we want to kill off the players. The purpose of death in those games is because we had very limited resources. We could only do a few things, a few paths through the game, and we had to stop the player from doing things that seemed reasonable on the surface, but would have required us to, construct the entire city of Manhattan with all the people, automobiles, etc.
And likewise, in the case of Rasir, if we could go back and recreate the game and had limitless budget and resources and time, would I develop Rasir, into the city it could have been? And the answer is probably not, because the whole point of the research section of the game is mostly to get to end game.
Yeah, it's mostly to funnel you into the end game.
Right, and to get you to get what the whole thing is, get your feelings out, feel what this is like, and then you get to win the game. And by having a city of you could explore, and it dilutes the story, because what makes movies so good is it's a distilled version of reality that the director entirely controls what you see and what you do. A game, you don't have that luxury.
Yeah, so by giving you the dried up fountains and the harem girl in trouble and the the Blue Parrot Inn and Ferrari, to get the idea that there's some pretty nasty people around here. It gives you the flavor of the city without having a vast amount of storyline. Arguably, it could have had less.
Yeah, it could have been, but yeah. And David says there was a really fun race the QFG speedrunning community did once. For each game, get the game into an unwinnable state without dying, which is a lot harder than it seems. I'm glad it's hard.
We're glad it was hard.
Yes, that should not be easy. It should not happen. But
See, that have all been done by play testers before we shipped the game, and then we could have worked in workarounds for them.
Yeah. And
to a degree.
To a degree. But then again, we're talking about what's going on in World of Warcraft, and they can't get it right. And they have so much money to throw at it, they just aren't throwing it in the right places.
Yeah, back in Wrath of the Lich King, the second expansion, third main version of World of Warcraft, there is a location there, the Death Knights headquarters, and they had floors that you could slip through the floor about up to your ankle, like it was quicksand floors, and walk around in it. That's just such an obvious visual bug, and it took them more than 5 years before they fixed that.
Yeah, but
I think it is fixed now, but 5 or 10 years.
When the original World of Warcraft came out, to get from one location to the other, you either walked, and it was incredibly slow, or you took a Zeppelin.
Which was incredibly slow.
But the Zeppelin was faster than walking, but the first 5 months of gameplay, you'd be on the Zeppelin and it would randomly disappear, and you would fall to your death. Actually,
2 years into the game, it started doing that again.
Yeah.
And so you were flying a Zeppelin over the ocean, and suddenly the Zeppelin despawns, and you fall into the ocean.
Well, it's if you fall into the land, you're just dead. So
when you fall into the ocean, you die of lack of breath.
Yes, no, or fatigue.
Fatigue.
You've landed in fatigue
zones.
So yeah. Yes, bugs are everywhere, no matter how much money you throw at the game.
Currently in World of Warcraft, after hundreds of millions of dollars and 25 years of development, a whole bunch of the non-player characters have speech bubbles with arrows going both directions.
Those are just...
I know, but it's just stupidity. It's things that...
It's just...
should have taken... it's obviously a global bug because it happens everywhere in the game. Should have been fixable in half an hour.
Yeah, but it has to be, registered on the list, yes. Yep.
Fixed in half an hour, a month of QA to get it live.
David says, we even required the caveat of unwinnable in normal circumstances. Okay, fine, yeah. And Belzar made it.
Welcome.
He's from Canada. Hope everyone is well.
Canada.
Yes. And I remember the Zeppelin thing happened to me when I first started playing. Yep, we all got caught with that and the elevator that you would inevitably fall to your doom at least once in the game. Whether it was from being in the Taran High Mountain and you were up at the Zeppelin Tower and accidentally walk off, you would die in High Mountain, or you would die in the Undercity where you tried to get onto the elevator and you fell down to your death. So yeah. Lots of ways to die.
Yeah, that was one of the most common ways to die in vanilla World of Warcraft. Just fall down the elevator in Undercity. Yes. Tori Score says, did you guys ever try Ultima Online? I played a small amount of it, probably a year after it came out, so it was not a fresh game. and I went through the tutorial section of it, and I know this is pretty good. And found a high-level player in the tutorial area, and he was beating on one of the tutorial monsters over and over. And I later learned that there was a glitch in the game that enabled you to infinitely increase one of your skills by attacking that tutorial monster.
So yes, we didn't actually get into
And then I got into the actual game and discovered the city was almost completely empty. There were hardly any players. Most of the stores were empty. I couldn't even find any shopkeepers. And there was a starting quest. It was a tutorial quest that's, interact with another player and give him this item and get something in return. And that, shows you the social aspects of the game. So I tried giving that item to a player who immediately turned on me and said, well, you're lucky you're in town and it's a safe area because the moment you step out the gates, I am going to be camping your corpse for the rest of your time in the game. So yeah, that was the lovely experience I had with Ultima Online.
Yeah. Well, we know all sorts of interesting stories about Ultima Online and all sorts of.
The fun one was was that they tried to simulate ecology and predators and that sort of thing, and so they had wolves that were relatively weak, but if they happened to attack and kill a rabbit, they gained some experience points. They eventually got stronger.
Wolves and rabbits.
Wolves and rabbits.
Yep.
And eventually they got so powerful that no player could beat them.
Yes.
There was another case, I can't remember, but there was some glitch in which one of the rabbits, I guess, got a whole series of critical hit rolls or something and took out a wolf. And the rabbit became more powerful, and eventually the rabbits became killer rabbits, like Monty Python.
And Will says there was my first experience with an MMO. It was heavy on the PvP, but it did make it quite exciting. Yeah, I played as PvP in World of Warcraft, and it is exciting. But, yeah.
Yeah, Laurie's character had the For the Horde title, which meant that she had killed over 100,000 Alliance players. So I guess she did a little PvP.
I did. And it was exciting, and it did add another aspect onto the game. But, eventually it gets kind of tiresome. And especially when your character can't keep up, and so therefore you can't kill anything, then, it's worthless. But fortunately, World of Warcraft moved away from that aspect. You don't have to be in PvP all the time. So you can choose whether or not you want to do that.
There's a more direct...
I typed too slow.
That's okay. No. That's all right. It takes a while to get around to the Monty Python.
Yeah.
World of Warcraft has a rather direct Monty Python reference in that there is a Dark Moon rabbit that occasionally spawns in a cave next to the Dark Moon Fair. It's just kind of a fun area.
Creepy fun. Yes.
Creepy fun. You have to get together, or once back in the day, you had to get together an entire raid of 40 players to go and fight the
rabbit,
the Dark Moon rabbit.
Yes.
And one player out of that would win the Dark Moon rabbit as a battle pet.
And so we did, and we were all slaughtered. Yes.
I think I bought my Dark Moon rabbit on eBay.
Yeah, so the Dark Moon rabbit was definitely a reference to Monty Python, a tribute to Monty Python, and it was just as deadly.
Vorpal Bunny.
Yeah.
Didn't we have Vorpal Bunnies in one of our games?
We did. Yeah. I mean,
Which
we
one?
did. In
Is this
four.
One?
In four, we did our tribute to the Vorpal Bunny, to the Monty Python bunny, of course. Along
with Cerebus the Aardvark and the Earth Pig and other things.
All these references we had.
Yeah.
So anyway,
pop culture reference for things that were pop culture 30 years ago and might or might not be at this point.
All right. But that's okay. It's part of the thing. But, for instance, I mean, we grew up with Rocky and Bullwinkle, and most of the jokes in Rocky and Bullwinkle for adults, and they went over our heads. And so did the early Warner Brothers jokes, too. A lot of those. were totally, or it depends on which era you're going to. I mean, Animaniacs. Jokes were over the head, you know.
We just enjoyed the silly animation. I mean, we understood Animaniacs by the time it came out because we were old.
Yeah. But
we're younger than that now.
And the oddball thing is the references in Animaniacs were our age. Even though it was made in the 80s, I mean, or maybe late 90s, into the 90s, it was, you know, the jokes were all for us, I know. Like the genie in the, in Disney. Oh, yeah, because, I mean, there were jokes in that one. It takes a lot to reference all those things. The genie doing, yes. The Prince joke, yes.
I don't remember that one.
Well, you'd have to see this thing, yes. It does make a joke about Prince, and yeah.
Prince the musician?
Yes.
Ah.
Yes, exactly. But, no. At any rate.
So.
I think we could play a game.
I think it's warm in here.
It is warm in here. Yeah, well. It is warm in here. Yeah.
Alrighty. Playing a game involves running...
it's a nice background for a change.
There's a girl genius up there. We could play that again.
You could.
Get a little farther in it.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
I think I use this DXWND, which I put down there so I wouldn't lose it.
Okay, good. Yep. So I can't find it, of course.
Yes. Okay, we have QG5 Steam, and I'll bring up the desktop.
Ta-da, yes.
And we will load a game. It says Delos for fun and profit. Very important. So I've been, did I actually talk to him, or was I about to? I think I was about to talk to him. Yes. Ask about famous adventurer. How you doing? It's yellow, so we probably already had this.
Oh, there are some nice-looking women.
Yeah, we know about that.
That's anyone's fate isn't much fun at times. Seems like you always see the bad parts of the future. Can be a little depressing. Remember, though, fortune tellers never say things straight. What they tell you may be right, but it's always subject to interpretation. Watch for all meanings of the words when you hear your destiny.
Ah, it's going to be word puzzles. Ask about Delos.
That's a ways away from here. Be kind of tricky to get there, but it's worth it. The Sybil can be kind of cold at times. She hangs out in that old temple, what remains of it. Takes a little gold offering to bring her around. The Dryads, though, they're worth the whole trip themselves.
Ah, okay.
The thought of that magical glade brings the chill of real beauty through my heart even now. Takes a real gift to get them going, though. Something to really sink their roots into and send the life sap soaring. You haven't danced with the Dryads, boy. You've never danced at all.
I danced with the fairies.
Yep.
Okay, well, that's interesting. I'm thinking maybe we should bring some extra flowers.
Yeah, something, yeah.
What's your name this week?
Let me think. What did she call me? Oh, yeah. Here's a moment from my past that's rather appropriate here. I dallied with the Dryads in their hidden oaken glade. Pirouetted with the pixies as I sang a serenade. I tried to flirt with Sybil as she told me of my fate. She laughed and called me Eros, but I didn't get the date.
Okay.
Eros, that love?
Yeah.
Often called me Eros. Well, we're known as the Eros, so...
Wish I was going with you to Delos. Have to get back there sometime after I finish writing this book.
Aha.
All right, so you got your information. All right. When in doubt, always maintain the plausible deniability of what I actually meant was. Yes. And Togo says, this is one of the first games that I was able to buy with my own money from Electronic Boutique.
Oh, I remember them.
Yep.
I just found out that's the wheel from a Clipper ship. I wonder if that's a reference to the Microsoft mascot. Wasn't that called Clipper or something?
Clippy.
The paper clip.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, no, that is not.
Wasn't Clipper?
It wasn't Clipper.
Always maintain plausible deniability of what I actually meant.
Yeah.
Eros equals Cupid. Okay, very good. A little bit of cupidity there. Bulletin board is covered with notes and announcements attached to a cork board. Let's go interact with it. Checking out the items of the board, you see an announcement for last year's E4 Expert Existential Explorers Expedition. That, of course, will play on the E3 Electronic Entertainment Expo. The convention had Professor Grant Galtfield's famous lecture on future field trips to Fricana and South Africana Safaris with Hank Mullen.
I don't know where
Hank,
that was.
Hank Mullen or something like that was, I don't know, did documentaries, I think.
I don't recognize it. It
Sounds
was
vaguely
something.
familiar. It's 2:37 p.m. on day 21. All right, how are we going to get there? We go to Science Island?
Well, you can see if the fisherman gets you there. I don't remember if this. We may need the. We're going to need the balloon, but I don't know if we need it for this.
Have we sold everything?
Only one way to find out.
Beeswax, amphora, brazier.
We got a
Heroes.
shield there.
That's a
Oh,
General's shield.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, we can sell that. We don't need any more. We proved that we got it. Sell something. General's shield. He'll give us 650 drachmas for it. I predict.
Nice dealing with you.
Yep.
We're now 5,000 drachmas. Remember how poor we were earlier? We're not going to sell these things.
No,
What can we buy now? Purchase something.
there's nothing.
Can we buy everything we need? Why can't we sell him our helm? Should be able to sell him a helm. Sell something.
We don't have a helm.
Oh, he sells helms.
Yes, he sells helms.
Oh,
by
very
the
confusing.
seashore. Yes.
All right, why am I going? Oh, I'm going back to talk to Andre the fisherman.
Not this time of day.
Nope, he's out fishing. Well, do we want to wait till tomorrow, or do we want to get out of there? Yeah, maybe do you want to go out during the day
Yeah,
and go
well,
get another meal?
it's a little early for a meal. All right.
We could go out on an adventure.
We could go out and adventure and get something, yeah.
We
It's always a good idea to go out and get some more shields for our 6,000, to make our fortune here.
But we're already rich.
Well, it is true. We have healing potions. Oh, what's our magic set situation?
We have 34
Okay, that's
amount of
good.
pills.
That's good. Well, yes,
I think we are stocked,
we are.
possibly almost overloaded.
Nice dealing with you. I remember this VO
But
voice.
my thought of going to over to Science Island is to figure out what we're still missing, because there's undoubtedly something. What's this island? Doesn't have a name.
No.
Dragon Pillar. We could go up to that town.
Guess I'm allergic to.
It's a poor man. And it takes 4 fireballs. That's probably not any more efficient than a.
Probably not, but that
A
you need to
non-frostbite
get
spell.
your fireballs up. So
Oh,
it
do
is
we?
good.
Are
Yes.
we going to be using them?
Well, yeah, we're a magic user.
Yeah, but we won't be using those against dragons.
No, but you have a
Oh, I
ways
forgot
to
to
go
search the
before
body.
you're doing dragon.
I believe from that sound that
We did it.
we've gotten everything important. What's this barrel have? Oh, something.
Wax. You got some more wax.
More wax. Where do you get actual honey from?
I don't know.
I thought we needed honey, but. Oh, we've been getting our wax from the honeycombs.
Yeah, because they're dead bees.
Our health and stamina and mana are all low.
Well, they're lower.
Rest. 1 hour. In the middle of the wilderness.
Okay.
Stamina's good. Mana is gradually recovering. Health is gradually recovering.
It's getting dark. It's 7.
Oh, now it's time to go. Oh. Oh.
Now you can put your protection spell on.
I don't think it works in that order. It only works if you do protection first and then hide. Okay. Well, that was enough. Magic. It's magnet, because that's the lazy way out. I don't remember. That's not the interface.
Do you happen to remember what language or foundation this game engine was built on?
This game was built in a custom engine developed by Eric Lengel, who later developed the C3 graphics engine, and it is written in C++.
Yep. Amusingly, says Brainiac, the fighter paladin gets a magic helm from the famous adventurer for bringing the Hippocrene water, but every class gets the magic helm in the Hydra's cave, which makes it basically just a money source. It's kind of a shame, yeah.
Well, after scraping for enough money to get monopels early on, this was we loved this theme. It was just fun.
We're having goulash. You don't want to know. You really don't want to know.
You eat it. It tastes worse.
Yes. It's interesting how you can play the accordion on that instrument, on the panpipes.
On the panpipes.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go out on stage and dance. What do you want to do on stage? Dance? Yes. How do you say yes?
You don't have a yes.
Let's interact with the musician. Can't. It's pretty early, but I think we'll go to bed.
Okay.
We've had a rough day of fighting brigands and such.
Don't I want to know? Yes. Just, after all the stuff that they've done to make food, yeah, probably they don't.
Sleep until morning. So the ongoing dilemma at a game company is, do you roll your own engine or do you use something off the shelf? And if you use something like, well, Unity didn't exist back then. We could have used the Unreal Engine. And there were a couple others. And you pay a fortune for them. They would have cost like $500,000 to lease that engine.
License it, yeah.
For a company the size of Sierra. For a small company, it would have only been like $10,000. First of all, it costs a lot, and second, you don't have any direct control over the engine. If you find something doesn't give you the camera angles you want or the features you want, you can go and request them, but you won't necessarily get them. If you build the engine in-house, you can build it to do exactly what you want. What you don't, however, have is enough time and enough resources to really perfect that engine and to optimize the code, make it faster, and make it more beautiful. That the company that's just doing 3D engines.
Having macaroni and cheese.
Yay.
Plain old macaroni and cheese.
I like a good macaroni and cheese.
The cooks the day off.
Now, most people, when they think about macaroni and cheese, think about creamy stuff cooked on the stovetop. Lori and I both, have always preferred the baked kind that is drier and more texture.
And Toga says, thank you so much. I remember trying to write DirectX C++ before I knew anything about programming. Oh boy, even knowing something about programming, that was a pain in the ass. I'm grateful for things like Unity and Unreal exist, yes.
I took a class in DirectX at one point, one of the early versions.
From
Microsoft.
Microsoft, yeah.
It was in Santa Clara, but it was never applicable to any of the work I did.
Yeah. Sierra had the bright move to make their own engine and reuse it for many games. Yes, they
or
did
the
that.
terrible move, depending on the way you look
Yes.
at it. Because this game, all of our previous games took about a year to make, and this one took 3.5 years to make, and it cost, 5 times or 10 times as much.
Well, if Sierra hadn't imploded at that time, that engine would have been done for more than one game.
Except that there were at that point 3 different divisions of
Well,
Sierra.
yeah, but this game we could have made other games with that.
Yes, we could have. But there were 3 different divisions,
yes.
each of which independently made the
yeah.
decision to develop their own 3D engine. And what they should have had was centralized management.
Yes. Specifically what Toga says, I was about to ask if this was the same game engine or a permutation of the one that Gabriel Knight 3 had.
Nope, completely different. I'm going the wrong way.
And likewise, at the same time, there was King's Quest doing a 3D game with a 3D engine. And
Is that 7 or 8?
we all had to generate our own.
Was that Mask of Eternity?
Yeah, Mask of Eternity.
King's Quest Mask of Eternity had its own engine. And, we should have had a centralized thing. Do I want to talk to him about Delos? Maybe.
We should have had a centralized engine that everybody used, but we had a non-centralized game.
Yeah, when Bob Heitman was managing the, looks like nothing new.
Nothing new.
Bob Heitman was managing the engineering department at Sierra. He insisted that all the games use the same engines, and if they want changes to it, you communicate in the way. Do I go up there or back here? Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm trying to get to the Science Island.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
this is the way.
And
I think.
ATM. It was. Tashtari says 3D stands for 3 divisions, and yes, 3 engines. And welcome, Freelancer. And super clever name, ATM.
Is D is Roman numeral for 500?
God.
So 3D is 1,500 differences to your engines.
Yeah. And we honestly communicated with one of the divisions, I think it was Gabriel Knight, and we were developing the capabilities for writing, the script writing thing that we had created for our previous games. And we actually were communicating with them and talking about going with them to do the code, to do the script writing. However, that didn't happen.
I don't remember what that was anymore, because we had Composer is what we created for Hero U.
Yes, but Kane,
Frank Kane.
Frank Kane did the coding for
yeah, the original version was Mark Wilden.
Uh-huh.
And then Frank came in. He was Frank was a Macintosh guru. That's right, I have to cast something. Probably not a zap spell.
No, you need to get the force bolt. That's probably your force bolt there.
Oh, yeah.
Because you use it. Yeah.
Bluey! I hit it, and it almost hit my canopy, but didn't hit me. And Frank went on to start a very successful consulting business. Yeah, he polished up the it was called the message editor.
Yeah.
Mark Wilden called the message editor, and Frank did an enhanced version of it that we used for Quest for Glory 5 and maybe for 4 also.
No, 5.
Just for 5.
We just had Kane for that, and basically he made the first of a real scripting language where I could have cases and connect sequences. It was much easier to write the long sequences. And of course, I'm so spoiled. We had to do the same thing when we actually came to our games. So we did the Composer for Road to Redemption, which was a major project.
Yep. Adventure Game Fanfare was only a year and a half or 2 years ago, by the way.
Yeah.
This feels like forever.
Yeah.
But
yes.
Yeah, Bob is definitely one of the good guys. At the same time, he was the toughest manager I've ever worked under. Yeah. He expected everybody to be a workaholic as he was.
And we worked with him many times when we had an opportunity, yes.
Yeah.
And ATM says the King's Quest 8, it was 8, 3D engine was based off of Dynamics' Red Baron 3D flight engine. Ah.
Was it? I thought that was the Gabriel Knight one.
No. Dynamics, no. They said they called Gabriel Knight's engine was called Sheep.
Ah.
Interesting.
That I've never heard before.
And Togo says I had the absolute honor of meeting Bob at the convention a few years back, Adventure Game Fanfare, I think it was.
Yep.
Which was a pretty good convention, all in all, for fans.
We have new messages for Dr. Pretorius.
Okay.
So yeah, this was basically the entire project of Quest for Glory 5 was a process of discovery that it worked for Sierra for 10 years. And, initially we simply did what everybody else did, is we used the in-game, the in-house engine, and we all, worked according to the same standards. And we had teams that had just come off of other projects and knew the ins and outs of it. So for Quest for Glory 5, they decided, and I was actually in the initial discussions before we were ever, officially started the project. And said, Quest SCI is, kind of long in the tooth. It's no longer capable of making modern games. And so we had the idea of coming up with doing a brand new C-based, C++-based system. And then Eric Lingell came in and was assigned the lead programmer role and, wrote the engines and did everything. Initially, he was like the only programmer on it because he had control.
Remember that at that point, Sierra had fractured. Most of the people went up north. All of the people that Ken Williams thought were valuable went up north. Anybody left behind were, the locals and the dregs. And literally...
Or people who refused to move.
And the people that refused to move, but that wasn't too many of it. It was mostly, the ones that Ken had no interest in. But, so for this game, they had to hire a bunch of people. And that included some really great programmers that they hired. But the people they hired did not necessarily have any gaming experience prior to this. They had programming experience, but they'd never worked with games before.
In Ken Williams' book about Sierra, Not All Fairy Tales Have Happy Endings, he talks makes very complimentary statements about Lori and me and how passionate we are about role-playing games and how he knew Quest for Glory would be a success because of that. But that did not extend to the level of inviting us to move up to Belleville.
That's right. We were fired. So
and I'm not sure we would have accepted because we had a son in school there. We didn't want to relocate.
Well, I don't know what we would have done if we'd had the chance, but we had been fired before that happened, so it didn't actually matter.
It's the second time around, yes.
Right. So that's right. All right, let's see.
Togomario says, I wish I could go to every convention that Sierra alumni are at. Besides the book games, are there books or any other merchandise?
Gabriel Knight had a couple of books because Jane Jensen wrote them and got permission from Sierra to have them published.
Prima Books wrote walkthroughs of the various games, and one of them was a collaboration between Paula Spiess and Lori on Quest for Glory. Yeah. Ken Williams wrote his book, Not All Fairy Tales Have Happy Endings.
In other words, there were not a lot of cross-marketing. There were not a lot of toys. There were some promotional items like T-shirts and that, which were given out at conventions, but, very, very few and far between.
Those Mapes were a bestseller for us, so they could have been a bestseller for Sierra.
Yeah.
If they had wanted to stock them and such.
Right. But, no, Sierra did not get into that, and of course it wasn't a big thing at that time.
Anyway, so Toga would love to go to every convention, but they're budget and all that. Well, we were always under that because we were dramatically underpaid at Sierra. We did not have the money to go to a lot of places, and management did not encourage us to go to professional conferences.
Yes.
They were afraid that we would that we'd get hired by another company for one thing.
A lot of companies sent people to these conventions, like Computer Game Convention.
Yeah, Computer Game Developer Conference.
Yeah, but not Sierra. Yes. The GK novels, on the other hand, were adaptations of the first two games. Oh, really? They were? I thought she went off on her own. Okay.
Okay, so Will Torres says, I don't know if there's another game development studio that is as fondly remembered by fans as Sierra Online. And, well, the answer is that you are ensconced in the adventure gamers bubble because there are many. First of all, LucasArts also made adventure games and is very fondly remembered. And a lot of people that were LucasArts fans don't know a thing about Sierra or sneer at Sierra.
Yeah, that was interesting. Going back to the question about the fanfare convention, if it hadn't been so mismanaged on the professional level, they were actually seriously going to have a follow-up convention the next year, which would all be on LucasArts people, which would have been interesting, and have that the vote there for Game Development Hall of Fame.
I think it's fair to assume that most of the people watching this stream are self-selecting fans of probably Quest for Glory, possibly also Hero U.
Yep. I was always a Sierra over LucasArts. That's interesting. because honestly, if I were playing games, I probably would have been, other than Quest for Glory, which I would have really enjoyed, playing. Or
If you hadn't written it.
If I hadn't written it, or if watching Corey play or my son play.
Yeah, I mean, I loved playtesting Quest for Glory 3. That was the only one I really had time to play all the way through and do stuff with.
Right.
Because I was doing proofreading and playtesting on it. And that was really fun because that was a game I did not work on.
Yeah.
Other than initial concept. Similarly, Quest for Glory 5, Lori and I developed initial concept and, kind of the rough outline of the story.
Surprisingly, not as rough as it was, because we had a lot of the characters and a list of rooms for it.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, we had a good, solid foundation on it before they fired us. And therefore, the game was just abandoned, effectively. And Corey went on to do other things and other work out of the...
Yeah, like actually making a living for us.
Yes. So then, when they brought us back, I basically resurrected what we had and, buffed it up.
When I was making 40K at Sierra and someone else wanted to pay me 100K, it was kind of hard to refuse.
And ATM says I'm absolutely a LucasArts fan before I am a Sierra fan. Yeah,
There we go.
LucasArts were a little more enjoyable with the play style that they
We always felt that they were the more popular, but it was interesting talking with Tim.
Tim, what's his face?
Not Tim Hawks. Anyway, that did Double Fine. Tim of Double Fine basically said that no, they always thought that Sierra Games massively outsold Lucas Games.
Which is a shame.
Which we thought was true of King's Quest, but not necessarily any other product.
Brainiac says, I still have respect for several adventure game producers other than the big twos. Westwood Studios, yes. The Adventure Company, although they were more publisher than developer. Funcom, Red Thread, etc. Tim Schafer, thank you.
Tim Schafer.
Yeah, I knew
yes, of course. We know who he is.
We knew one of you would figure out our attempts at dredging these from the brain cells.
Yeah, I went up to Humongous Entertainment at one point, which is doing kids' games, and had Tim Schafer was working there. I think Ron Gilbert ran it. And talked with Ron, and then came by, and, Tim greeted me cheerily, and I kind of didn't quite remember who he was. Was that really embarrassing?
Yeah.
I ran the same problem with, was it Mercedes Lackey?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, Mercedes Lackey came to visit Sierra. I'd known her vaguely from folk music, and very talented songwriter, and later became a best-selling author. But I didn't recognize her either, and apparently she was incensed about that. So that's the problem with,
Brainiac says, of course, Legend
I think
Entertainment.
casually.
I'll give Legend Entertainment a lot of credit for their creativity and their ability. Their products were all wildly different.
Mm-hmm.
So they really pushed boundaries on things, more science fiction and fantasy, and dove into the humor too.
And despite the usual stress of trying to get a game out, not nearly enough time, and we actually really enjoyed working on Shenmue with them.
Yeah. Even though we had to do our own company for it.
Yeah.
So it was really, we weren't
working.
Yeah.
It was work.
Yeah, okay, fine. So let's keep going to the game.
Okay,
again.
so back to the... but I was still trying to answer... being able to afford to go play... Yeah, so I've never been able to figure out the other indie developers. Like Julia Minamata did the Crimson Diamond, and she seemed like she was, getting nominated for and winning... indie awards at all kinds of conventions, and went to every single fan convention, and didn't have any budget. I don't know how she did that. We could never afford it.
Yeah.
We didn't feel like we had the time or the money.
Yeah. And Brainiac says, I remember back when the text adventure folks were trying to rebrand interactive fiction and push for a major convention and whatnot. Pity that all kind of fizzled. Well, it didn't entirely fizzle. That's where we were playing a D&D game this weekend with Richard Aronson and Sydney, who was our programmer on
Hero U and Summer Days.
Summer Days, and she is going to the convention in England which is the what is the name of it?
Uh,
It's the interactive
it is
fiction.
an interactive fiction convention, and I should know the name of that too.
Yes,
but
you
that's
should. And I don't remember it either. So yeah, there is one that is annual. It's in England, and it's all about interactive.
Adventure X is the one in England. That one I remember.
Okay, but is that the main one? The main interactive
No,
fiction
it's more academic, I think.
well, then
but-
there's two of them, isn't there?
But yeah, there's the one in Boston. Is the one Sydney goes to. That's we're not remembering the name of.
Okay.
So there's lots of them.
Yeah. It just never gained a lot of ground here. Yeah. Well, that's a shame.
Well, what it did is it got adopted by other media. So the stuff that we were doing, bringing together adventure gaming and role-playing gaming, when these MMOs started coming out of Ultima Online and EverQuest and World of Warcraft, they all picked up what we had been doing and incorporated them into their massively multiplayer games.
Yeah, so we have more role playing and more storytelling in the massively multiplayer games.
I've had a few visits with people from Blizzard Entertainment that makes World of Warcraft, and they all know Quest for Glory.
Mm-hmm.
They all know who I am, and they were fans of it before they worked for Blizzard.
Uh-huh. And I think there's a fair-sized game convention in Germany each year.
Fair size, yeah.
Fair is part of the world. It's a circus. Yeah.
It's gigantic.
Yeah.
That one is, it's not, okay, so U.S. had Comdex and E3, which Comdex is general, products as well as software. E3 was strictly designed around games. They have interactive fiction jams every year. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know about that. I've been to a couple of game jams, but they were general purpose game jams, and I kind of looked lost because I had not learned any of the game development engines people were using, and nobody wanted a game designer or a writer on their team. They wanted a programmer or an artist.
Narrowfest or something like that.
Yeah, Narrowfest, Narrowcon.
Something like that. At any rate, we were going to play the game.
But yeah, the one in Köln, Germany, Cologne, Germany every year is huge. And that is a general purpose games and technology convention.
That includes some board games there too?
I don't know if they do board games at that one. I think it's
Okay.
electronic, but I'm sure they have board game conventions too because Germany is the hotbed of board game publishing.
Interactive fiction has some interesting things going on at these days, most of them being done by Emily Short, who was the person that was doing them 20 years ago practically at this point. At least she was the queen of interactive fiction when we first started to get into interactive fiction as a...
I've talked with Emily, which I believe is a pseudonym, the interactive fiction stuff is really... They consider themselves distinct from adventure games, and it's all text. Mm-hmm. So they're more going back to the old Infocom text adventure days and Adventure International.
And we tried, or at least I tried writing to that model, but I
For a very short time,
Yes.
it got frustrated
It
quickly.
was too frustrating. And besides, I like the interaction of art and storytelling, which is why we do what we do. So let's get back to the game for
But
a
it's
bit.
a lot harder and more expensive.
Oh,
A lot of
so much
interfaction
more.
never really absorbed the sort of Secret of Monkey Island style player-friendly design ethos. Perhaps not. But
Yeah, they didn't actually play them either. That's the problem. Is that they had their own little their corner of the universe, so they didn't have the broader experience to know what these things were, or the concepts of fair play and really being interactive. So many of those interactive fiction things are really not interactive.
So we had a small number of interactions with Ron where he would ask us, talk about his philosophy and ask us about, what do you think about doing this in the game and so on. And people really, we and Ron and all the Lucas people went out of our way to try and make things player friendly. We wanted to make it challenging, but also fair and fun.
Yeah, the fair and fun was
It's hard,
important part of our things. Yes. So ATM says probably because the major commercial publisher from the 1980s, Infocom, died out before Monkey Island came on the scene. Yeah, it did. And Tash Tari said, I took a look at Inform 7. Yeah. Trying to see if I could actually make a Quest for Glory 2 game, but I'm too much of a programmer to get behind writing in a programming language that tries to be like writing in English, and it's not very good at writing in English either.
So at one point we talked with Howard Sherman. He had a company called Malinch Entertainment that billed itself as the only true, commercial interactive fiction company, and we were working with Inform 6 on that, which fortunately Inform 6 really is more programming-like. And we did a very small amount of stuff like that. And then I read about Inform 7 that says just, write your stuff in English. I said, oh, that'll be great, and tried picking up Inform 7. And what it is something that looks like English, but has all of the tight syntax of a programming language that if you don't adhere to it 100%, your thing will not work. So personally, I would rather work with Inform 6 and know I'm working in a programming language and work with one that pretends to be English and isn't.
Yep. It was frustrating.
So we did just a little bit of that, didn't get very far. Maybe if we were, harder workers, we'd have gotten there. Or if we thought there was actually any profit to be had.
Well,
if we could be paid for our time.
Well, at the time, there were several projects we were trying to do, and then Malinch turned out to be a
problematic, yes.
A problematic person. So
Sherman, yeah.
Yeah, Sherman did, and so therefore that died.
Yeah, he was trying to put on an
adventure con.
Adventure con, just like going with what people were saying in Atlantic City, and we started hearing about concerns about that.
Unpleasantness, and he was, reaching too high, and
so we
promising
pulled out
the
at that
world
point.
And not delivering. So therefore we abandoned that. But if there had been enough.
And if you want to know more about that, talk with Dave Gilbert rather than us. Dave was intimately involved with that.
Was he?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because remember Dave started out writing text interactive fiction.
All right.
RenP is quite popular with visual novel creators for text-based IF. There's Twine. I've worked a little bit with Twine. We did do a bit with Twine.
Yeah.
And Choice Script, worked a little on that. Have not worked with RenP.
Yeah, right now our program Composer could do it. Can be used to do an adventure game style, interactive fiction. Because it's got all the...
It compiles from the composer scripts into the intermediate state of Ink, made by Inkle, which is
could go
another
directly into Unity, but it was transferred into Inkle so that it could facilitate doing adventure games, interactive fiction games. So we have a very robust engine for doing it right now, if we so chose. But again, I prefer having the beauty of the art behind it. And, I don't have time to do other stuff right now.
And could we do pure interactive fiction? Sure, but why become hobbyists after we've been professionals? Been there, done that.
That's true, yeah.
Okay, let's get back.
I'd say we're hobbyists right now.
Well, we're definitely hobbyists now, right. Yes. We're hobbyists spending, $100,000 a year or so on our hobby.
Yes.
Okay, greet Dr. Pretorius.
Welcome back to Science Island. I trust you are spending your time well with experimental research. I've been studying ways to get whiter whites and more colorful colors. Unfortunately, relatively few of the sheets have survived the process thus far. Well, none, actually.
That, of course, is a reference to laundry detergent commercials.
Yes, it was commercials at the time, yeah.
I'm beginning to get a bit peeved. The new king should be someone who can think, not one who listens to the nonsense spouted by oracles.
Yes.
That is, of course, referring to the quest to go to the Rite of Destiny and go to Delos Island. What about the Rite of Destiny?
This is the stupidest one yet. Getting to Delos is an interesting challenge, but why would one want to go there? Oracles are for people who can't make up their own minds, usually because they don't have any.
Oh, that was good voice
Yep.
acting. What about science?
Here's a scientific conundrum for you. What is lighter than air?
So-
Why does smoke rise and rain fall? Because smoke is hotter than the outside air and seeks to escape to a cooler atmosphere. Rain is cold and so seeks the warmer ground. So, what is lighter than air? Hot air.
Now we're really getting the information
Ah.
on doing the balloon, Corey. So we were jumping the gun.
I was jumping the gun.
Yes. It's
Intriguing hearing Pretorius starting to lose it. So this is interesting pseudoscience, partly correct.
We should not have to waste our time on Gort sending him to Delos. What can he learn from an oracle?
Can he even speak?
Well, it doesn't speak very often.
It's a shame you no longer have the wings. Through the air is the best way to get to Delos. Some scientists here tried to put wings on a gondola once, but they couldn't get it to fly very far. Well, actually, it crashed almost as soon as it took off. We built a crane to retrieve the winged gondola, but no one has had time to continue that particular experiment.
There we go.
I volunteer!
Yeah.
What about that crane?
The crane outside, it is quite a remarkable invention, able to move in multiple degrees of freedom while lifting very heavy objects. Of course, it's not the easiest thing in the world to program. One must plan ahead and perform each step in its proper order.
This goes to show they had no clue that we actually told you how to do this. Because who knows, who remembered.
So it wouldn't. Those clues would not have helped much.
Yeah, it did. It said use the crane, get the gondola.
Yep.
It said use
So-
the gondola. I mean, clearly we're going for the gondola, yes.
So
Who came out. Yay, welcome.
using the gondola is actually using that crane is actually a variation on the puzzle that Lori and I created for Castle of Dr. Brain, in which you have a robot maze in which you have to give instructions, and you basically have to write a little program, and then the robot will perform the steps of your instruction order,
Right.
as opposed to just telling it step by step, move here, then move there. You get a good idea, you try to reuse it.
There's something new to learn everywhere.
Yes, Brainiac says usually Mobius is the bigger crank. Yeah, well, but, personality-wise, sometimes, yes, even Pretorius.
Go back this way.
Yeah, yes. So, yes, well,
Exit.
the bears who care.
There.
Yeah. Now you're
Okay.
quiet.
Now we're there, and can we get into it? The winged gondola is lightweight, although it's too bulky to be carried around. The wings are too small to be of use, except maybe for steering. All in all, there's not much you can do it right now. What else could we do? Can we lift it up to the other flight platform?
No, I think it takes off.
Do we have
from
to
here.
attach some things to it?
Yeah, we're not quite done with it. We didn't get the clue what to do next, though.
Oh, maybe I should have shown the balloon painting. He might have given us a clue on that.
Maybe.
I thought we already attached the...
We attached the boat, we've got the,
What happens if we attach a brazier to it?
that's when, okay, fine, but we have tried that.
Oh, wrong one. Done. Yeah, but we didn't try it at the point where we were supposed to go there.
Oh, that's true.
Nope, it didn't work. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't think you actually did it. That was just
No.
a click-on message. You'd have to put it down in your inventory to use it against that.
The interface is confusing.
All right.
Let's try showing him balloon bleeding.
But
again.
first save, because we never know what happens,
Okay, fine.
And just leave it where it was.
Options. Save. My stamina is almost out.
I know. Just leave
Where's
it
your
up
balloon?
there. Yes, that's fine.
Dollars for fun and profit. Save. But we've wasted time.
We have.
We have a
Let's-
time limit.
Yes, we do. We have to beat Elsa, because Elsa, after all...
Could probably just go straight there.
Fascinating. A pity it is just the fevered imagination of an artist and not a true work of science. You could almost envision the gondola outside being supported underneath that floating ball.
Okay. Yep.
Could I talk to him again?
No, you've got all the information he's going to get. Yep.
All right.
How does Elsa get to Delos anyway? She has Minos's money under her. So
We forgot
therefore,
to sell all our stuff.
Have you played Blueprints yet? I have not even heard of Blueprints.
I do have a rope.
I have some serious. Yeah, you might want to put some rope on it. Serious Dr. Brain vibes on how deep the puzzles in that game could go. I haven't seen Blueprints, so that should be one of the ones we put on the list of things to test.
Blueprints is a game?
Yeah. The game is inspired by a book called Maze, Solve the World's Most Challenging Puzzle.
A lot of people give things like that. I have a thing called the Game of Games. So we're on the shelf there somewhere. And it's a whole series of very challenging puzzles.
Yes.
Okay, what happens if I put a rope on the boat? You tie the sewn sheet to the gondola.
I
Good
think
plan.
we needed to do that, yes. Now maybe you can use the...
You secure the rope over the sheet and make sure it won't slip loose.
Okay. Now...
All right, how to get in it, though?
You can't yet because you're not there yet. You need to... no.
Now maybe I can use this?
Maybe, but I believe we've had a hint about what to do from our audience.
You place the brazier onto the winged gondola, light the brazier, and attempt to inflate the sheet. Nothing happens. The sheet refuses to retain the hot air.
Now,
Use the beeswax?
Now you use the beeswax. Now that you got the hint how to use what to do next.
Nothing happens.
Be careful. Blueprints is a rabbit hole of a game that goes on and on and on and on. And Togus is lol.
Isn't that all games?
Yes, he's correct. You have an overall goal early in Blueprints, and the laundry list of puzzles and mysteries stack up so quick to derail what you thought was your main goal. Wax was for the wings, he says. Wax
was for the wings, so I don't need that anymore. What about feathers?
He says we need the goo. We need the goo.
The Gru-Goo?
The Gru-Goo, and we do have Gru-Goo. We don't need feathers.
Goo. What kind of goo do we have?
We got the goo in a
perfect goo.
forum.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, I remember that.
Thank you.
I had forgotten about that. You smear windproof goo upon the balloon. You do what you can. Make this thing ready to fly.
Okay, you have smeared it on.
But it's not enough yet. Oh, did we, maybe I have to use the,
Maybe you have to light the brazier, which would be a tinderbox.
I don't know, tinderbox, but I fire. I guess I do have a tinderbox.
Tinderbox.
Oh, but how do I set it on fire? The balloon inflates from the hot air of the brazier. Boy, that was the fastest use of a tinderbox.
Yeah.
Never tried to actually use a tinderbox. The wing gondola begins to rise. You quickly seat yourself and start pulling the oars to flap the wings. I didn't know it had wings.
Yeah, it did. He said they had wings, but they weren't enough to support
To guide
it.
the balloon, use your arrow keys or cursor. Oh, I missed it.
Doesn't matter. Use your cursor.
Which way's Delos?
We don't know. Obviously, a product of the Rasier Brazier Company, not to be confused with the Rasier Brazier Company. Yeah. The goo and the rope are what prevent you from using the balloon before the ride. Ah, okay, fine. Thank you. You got to mouse over to find where you're going.
Island Piperi. Shaped a little like a crescent moon. All right, what happens if I click over here? I can just have it move.
Yeah.
That's a whole lot easier. Spetsai Island shows signs this place was once inhabited by fisherfolk. This is Sifno's fortress. There is Kea. This small islet is uninhabited.
Warning, do not use your mystic magnets away from the main island. You may not be able to get back to the balloon. Yes. Yes, that's a good warning. Yes. We have to use the thing.
Formed by an ancient volcano, this island submerged beneath the sea. See many broken pillars and ruins, leading to suspect this was a major civilization one time, but it's getting, time is passing rapidly.
Yes. So we probably...
These rocky cliffs are really granite. And what up here? Did we have a map that we could look at?
No. You need to do exploration.
Main island or Marie? Can I land and take a knob? I don't know how to land.
Don't use your magic magnets. That's what they said.
How about if I poke the...
No, that would be very bad.
that would be bad.
There is a game map in-game. I don't know if you have it in inventory. There's an in-game map that we don't have.
What? Where would we have gotten such a
Well, we
thing?
probably got it from something.
I didn't see anyone selling maps.
Yes, Mirate is the other pronunciation, which would be the
Marite.
Marite.
There might have been a map in the manual.
Marite. There might have been, but I don't think so. Double click to land. Well, we have to have a place to land. Go back to
Double-click the
town.
balloon?
Go back to...
Ah.
You got to get home. I mean, and you still
No.
need your balloon.
Now I'm going to rest.
Oh, okay, fine.
But first, we save. In case we get attacked while we're resting.
Nope, it's there next to the tinderbox. Okay, fine.
Options, save game. Tell us for fun and profit. We'll overwrite that, even though we'll never get back there again. Should I not?
No, you should not in this case.
Okay.
We have a balloon, we have the balloon.
I'm on a balloon.
Okay.
I'm on a boat. Okay,
Okay.
next to the tinderbox, he says. Map. Oh, look at that.
What do you know?
This map will help you get your bearings and figure out where you're going. Use. Oh, look at that. There's Delos up there.
Okay, well, we were on our way. We weren't too far out of
Not
our
too
way.
far over about here.
We could have gone straight there, but that's okay. Now
It's
you
a
can
long day's journey into night.
and we're going to go.
And our stamina's low.
Yeah, so we're going to rest,
Sleep.
sleep.
You rest for a while and recover stamina.
But we didn't sleep till morning.
Yeah, it did. 10:44 a.m.
Oh, okay, fine. All right, now we can get back on the.
To guide the balloon, use arrow keys or cursor to get on or off. Click your cursor on the balloon. What? That's not the same thing as double click.
Oh well. Ooh, that was lucky.
What?
He says. Huh.
Dryad Woods.
Oh,
Lush and lovely. Well, should we go to the Dryad Woods first or to the Oracle
We're
first?
supposed to go to the oracles.
But the famous adventurer said we should
Yes,
go to
I
the Dryad
know,
Woods.
but did we have anything to give to those? To make them
I've
happy.
got flowers.
You have got flowers.
I don't have any magic soil or anything.
No. I remember the game coming with a CD of the soundtrack.
Yep.
I love the music. Yeah.
All right, single click. It's almost evening again.
Oh well.
Ooh, don't ruin. Okay, we can save over that last game. I don't mind saving over that. Ooh, I hear singing. I'm on a balloon. Delos for fun and profit. None above. Delos for fun and profit would have been more appropriate. This realistic statue is carved from the finest marble. This pot may at one time have held flowery offerings to the gods of fate and destiny, but it's been smashed beyond usefulness. Oh, there's a flower. It's a beautiful purple-black flower floating upon the pool attracts your attention with its powerful perfume. That, of course, could be the famous purple lotus that will put me to sleep forever. The land of the lotus eaters. You pick this beautiful black lotus flower. Its odor entrances you with its honeyed sweetness. The purple nectar, misspelled, glistens in the light like amethyst. You gently brush aside the dead bug that detracts from the black lotus bloom's allure. Luri's a gardener. She understands all about bugs. Ah, and I step into the water and drown. Alas, here lies our hero brave. He chanced to find a watery grave. Is this the fate that meets with fools who choose to dive in unknown pools?
Good thing you saved. There are quite a few little things to do on this island,
Okay, let's get that flower again.
and try not
Try
to
not
drown.
to click on the water, which was not my intention. I was trying to get to my inventory.
Also, it's one of the few cases programmed for 5 options, most likely due to the preliminary plans for the extra characters. The Oracle recognizes a fighter, a wizard, a thief, a paladin, and a classless option. The hero doesn't know how to swim, or is it some kind of trap in the fountain? We've died so fast.
Yeah,
We
that
were
was instant.
sucked. We were sucked down. It wasn't a swim
It
situation.
was definitely a trap.
Yeah.
I could go to the statue to interact with the statue.
Is there anywhere else to go here? Otherwise, yes,
Yeah,
you know
there's
you.
further beyond. Okay, got nothing new there.
No, you can't. This is it.
Oh, maybe I do have to go swimming.
No,
What?
no, you do
I
not.
wasn't. I'm in it.
You clicked on it, Corey. You knew you got. That's what gonna kill you. Yeah, the letter. I think since she did read the swimming manual. Yes, we have
The
read.
water is clear and sparkling. The water fountain sparkles as it falls in the waiting pool. So carving a Greek tragedy mask. I wonder what the fate on the destroyed fountain once looked at like and whether it smiled. So you think that's all we can do here?
No, you have to get the oracle.
Well, how?
Well,
Maybe if I give the
If-
flower to...
yes, if
I
there's-
could put in this offering thing. How about that?
okay. It said a golden offering actually when
It did.
yes. So
Let's try this offering. Nothing happens.
what do we have that's golden?
Oh, we could throw coins into the pool. And see if it kills us again. Did I save again? So knowing that I'm going to drown 16 more times...
Reminds me of Galadriel's mirror. Do not touch the water. Yeah, yeah. All right. So you have a place to put an offering. Find something to offer.
Golden! I could give him my magic armor, but... Place to put an offering where?
You said there was a place for an offering.
No, it used to be. Let's try throwing into the pool. Drop a drachma into the depths of the fountain. It sinks slowly to the bottom, which looks so near.
Welcome, wizard, master of magic.
How'd she know it was a wizard?
I am the Sibyl who sees what is to come. Hear now the future that fate brings you. Your way is darkened with blood and death. The first death you soon face is death itself. Embrace it or not, death shall drag you to its depths. Go willingly, and you will gain. The next death you face is one whose fate crosses yours. That which he cannot own, he would destroy. He will seek victory, even in his defeat. 7 deaths, and the dragon grows restless in dreamless sleep. 4 posts that pinned it to darkness have been broken in blood. 3 more shall be shattered with death. The last death shall awaken the dragon fully. New awakened, the dragon is weak. Each feel of fear and pain feeds it. Fix first the pillar, or it shall fly free. Death brought the dragon to life. Only death shall defeat it. One must give up life willingly before the dragon can die. Without sacrifice, the dragon is deathless. Your way is marked with death. Face it gladly, and your way is marked with glory. That is the fate that awaits you.
Hope everyone's writing all that down. So I think the voice acting is excellent, but we should have had a 1-second pause after every change of screen. And that's very frustrating that timing is missing.
I could have.
There's something here.
Yeah.
I don't think that was there before.
No.
You pick up the disc and add it to your backpack. What kind of disc is it? Proof of Destiny.
Ah.
The sign of destiny seems to be a ceramic plate painted with a lyre, the favorite instrument of Apollo, the god of prophecy. So we're done.
We're done here. Yeah.
All right, well, let's save again and jump back in the pool, because watery death is required.
No.
So it said, face it gladly. Okay.
It did not say that, Corey.
That's almost exactly what she
No,
said.
it wasn't.
She said, watery grave, face it gladly. Should I throw another drachma and see if she'll repeat her line? You drop a drachma into the depths of the fountain. It sinks slowly to the bottom, which looks so near. Let's do it again.
All right.
Welcome, wizard, master of magic. I am the Sibyl who sees what is to come. Hear now the future that fate brings you. Your way is darkened with blood and death. The first death you soon face is death itself. Embrace it or not, death shall drag you to its depths. Go willingly, and you will gain.
See?
Not watery!
This is one whose fate crosses
Do I get to
yours.
its depths?
That which he cannot own
The
he
depths
will
of
destroy.
the death.
He will seek victory, even in
I died when I got in the water, so that's
No,
death.
Corey.
It's obvious. As a game player, it is obvious.
It is not obvious.
And
They
we
wouldn't
just
have-
need to keep doing this until we get it right.
3 more shall be shattered with death. The last death shall awaken the dragon fully. New awakened, the dragon is weak. Each feel of fear and pain feeds it. Fix first the pillar, or it shall fly free. Death brought the dragon to life. Only death shall defeat it. One must give up life willingly before the dragon can die. Without sacrifice, the dragon is dead.
Hey,
Your
we don't-
way is marked with death. Face it gladly, and your way is marked with glory.
Yeah,
That is the
she reads
fate
the lines
that
too
awaits you.
fast.
Yes, it should have been a 1 to 2 second
Yes,
pause
but
between each
she
line.
should have read those lines
Slower?
with more solemnness.
Oh well,
It's a prophecy. It isn't a lecture.
but I still like them. Do 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 do.
Oh, do we have the
I'm
thing?
waiting for detect magic. Thank you.
Oh.
What thing?
Our
The disc?
yeah, the disc.
Yeah, we have the
it.
disc.
Okay, fine.
There's some radiant magic in the vicinity of the fountain, flowing water, and strong magic on the statue in the center of the raised
Yeah,
platform.
yeah, that's the kind of thing you're supposed to do first. You know,
Where's my trigger? There.
maybe a
Let's
compromise.
trigger the statue.
Death.
Ha ha! This spells no effect. Trigger the water. Oop. Ha ha! No, it's the death is going to drag me to its depths. That to mean maybe compromise
It
death
didn't
by
say
mermaid.
watery. Didn't say
say
watery
watery.
at all.
I thought it did.
No,
Do I need more detect magics?
no, you don't. But you
I might.
Why?
Because there might be other magical things here.
Okay.
All right, we done in this room, players? They said the wizard has one more thing to do here.
Yeah.
Even trigger cannot override capitalism. My balloon be okay over there?
Sybil, no freebies. Yeah.
How are the dryads? Let's give them some flowers and see if they like that.
It's a really ugly flower.
Oh, should I, you take magic first? I don't think I need to.
On the island, thank you.
Nothing happens. We got any magic soil? We got any magic water?
No, but you could probably get that from.
Hippocrene water? Should have brought here?
No,
Maybe.
could be. You
Maybe
know,
we
we
needed
did
it.
water before. I mean,
How about a proof of destiny?
no, I believe I can't even begin to think why you would use that here. I was thinking,
Oh, I know what I have to do.
Julinar would know what to do.
Slash dance. I don't have a command for that.
Nope, this is not that.
Too far away for you to reach. I don't know what I was trying to reach for.
All right, so there is something here you could do. Try-
Single dryad in Spielberg, filled with awe, the sight of a corpse of, a copse. Ooh, that's
Copse.
good. Copse of 7 dryads overwhelms you. Tickle.
This whole series is a huge part of why I studied mythology from different cultures. So thank you for what you brought to the world. Thank you, Lasada. Yes, we brought we basically knew our mythologies from other cultures
Are
too.
these
and-
7 dwarf dryads?
no, they aren't dwarf
the
dryads.
7
They're
dwarfs.
really rather tall for being dwarves.
Oh, all right. Well, I haven't found a way to interact with them.
No, you'll need something. I never actually tried the Sybil's water, actually.
How about
Not
dancing
sure
lights?
if that's viable. I stayed away after the instant drowning. Very clever, yes. He says Hippocrene water will work. We don't have any currently.
This tree seems to be warded against most magical effects. Shrink spell. Tickling.
Juggling lights, can you just click on juggling
did.
lights? No, click on it in inventory. Double click on it, rather.
Double click.
Yeah. And cast.
This area seems to be warded against most magical effects.
Okay, so it doesn't let you do it.
And didn't even use up the mana.
Oh.
Fruit. They have their own. health potion. I could make the dryad healthy.
Thankfully, you're north of Marit, so the hippocrene isn't that far via the balloon. No, but
That's
we'll have
true.
to spend the night. We're going to have
And we do have 1 no, we have 4 amphoras.
Okay, good.
Oh, maybe they like chocolate. I don't think your average tree likes heroes
No.
or chocolate. Fireproofing potion, that would be useful.
Yeah. Could have used that on the balloon.
Oh, well, I'm going to use it on... That's true. Nothing happens. Huh. Yeah, that would make sense.
I don't think
Fireproof on the potion.
It
Do you
works,
suppose
but
probably
yes.
isn't programmed, but
No, but that would have been very reasonable instead of using the
I'm lost. I
goo.
can't get out of here.
Oh well, you came over from the other side.
This way.
All right, and you could
What else could I do here?
you can go camp for the night and then go get hippocrene water, or go talk to Julinar and ask her opinion on the matter.
Nope.
Homunculuses.
Homunculi?
Yeah, homunculi. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of them. I don't think they're very
I
valuable.
don't know what direction they are. Oh, I got one. You got them all, hooray! Oh, I've got a split path. Maybe I clicked twice. Oh,
Oh, they do have something. I guess because they're human. Thanks. We're not in Kansas anymore. No kidding. They just had money.
Just
Well, that was
money.
convenient. Well, you could probably camp here for the night if you.
I think they decided I can't camp here.
All right, fine.
Sleep. Let's find out. Rest for a while and recover stamina.
All right, it's morning.
All right. But I don't know how to get out of here.
You go to the entrance. The one that says exit, that thing. I know that doesn't look like an exit, but okay. At least you got the clue. All right.
To guide the balloon. Whee! I'm on
We
a balloon.
can't stop here. This is homunculi country. Would be reasonable to think that, yes.
You cannot land the balloon here. Maybe I can land it on this.
Guess so. Makes sense. The Pegasus probably does not care much for having a giant balloon.
So your pillar carved in the shape of a dragon.
Yeah, and it's not damaged yet.
Where did the water come from? Was it down
Well,
below or
from
was it
the
up
you
above?
have to find the stream.
Ah, there it is. Health potion, not quite the same thing as an amphora. Amphora. No, maybe this pool. Alright, we'll try the stream. Do I need 7 of them?
You could drink from the stream too. Make sure that is the hippocrene.
Hey, drink of these waters, you feel incredible joy and excitement. It's as if you have been reborn. You feel like you can face any monster or challenge and be victorious. This is great. Let's drink again.
Are there any spells left you want from Shakira? I don't think so, Chakra. I think we got everything. That's why, yes, thank you. Now's the time to get them.
I can't cross that water. Suddenly, I'm surrounded by water that I can't cross.
You have to get over to the other side of this thing because you're actually switched directions here.
Does it make any sense?
No, but that's the way they
Is it
program.
this way then?
Yes.
So
McKay,
it
then you're
magically-
fine taking the water to the dryads. Ah, okay.
But I don't have 7 of them. And there's 7 dryads. That'll be, like if you give chewing gum to a kid in class, it's mandatory to bring enough chewing gum for all of them.
Ah, so it is the dryads that cue chakra. Okay, fine. Interesting. Trigger, not cue. Trigger.
So this is all done by what we currently call, the way it's blocked. We call tags because that's what it is in Unity, but we used to call flags. Mm-hmm. And those are just bit flags. It's a single bit of information that says you've done something or you haven't. And so we had quite a few of those.
Oh. Wranglers?
Granglers.
Okay. I think the hint for this is remembering Quest for Glory 3, which is kind
I
of...
got a health potion. Not even pills. Remembering Quest for Glory 3, which is kind of bad for those who haven't followed the whole series.
Yeah,
It's
well.
here. Ah. Well, it wasn't clear because I thought I needed magic, from the hint, I thought I needed magic soil rather than water. Which dryad? This one's kind of cute. Amphora, I have to find the actual one. Water-filled, Hippocrene water. Hey, babe. I got some water for you. It's magical. She's waking up.
Go click it on the next one.
Redhead. So each one has different notes.
Yes, a different part of the
I
melody.
kind of like that.
Yeah.
Apparently one amphora of Hippocrene water goes a long way. Couldn't tell if that's a dryad or not. A dryad responds to your gift of water from the Hippocrene. What if I tried salt water?
I know.
By the pouring of the Hippocrene water, the dryad begins to sing. By the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes. Ouch! The water of the Hippocrene awakes the dryad. Have I only done 6? Thought that was 7. Uh-oh, I just got a musical sting that probably indicates that I gained points. Aha, and here's the beautiful dryad wood music.
Yeah.
Yep, now I need magic soil. I knew it. Ooh. Dance. How do I dance? More fairies. Is this a variation on the fairy dance from the first game?
Not very much, but yeah. Special effects. Look at that particle system.
No, the sound, the music.
No,
Not at
it's
all?
nothing at all like the,
And of course it reminds me of the
my
gift of the
favorite.
wood from 3.
The
Many people's favorite musical pieces.
yes, I listened to this again and again, having that thing on my computer for a while. Yes, you can move around with them.
Can't interact with them. Too far away for you to reach. Is it going to take me out? No. I don't know what it is it's trying to reach.
You touched somebody.
Oh, it's coalescing. Magic. What do I do with it? There's no text to tell me what's going on. Ah. Now we're dancing
In a lane sort of way.
with a scantily clad ghost. Flip around.
I remember when this was
It does
programmed.
not appear to be wearing a lot. Maybe a thong. There's some mushrooms now. We can get magic mushrooms for flowers. Well, that was cool, but I don't know what it means. Nope. Say, wait for it. Sweet cursor. There's a magical staff. Magic wood. Which we learned from Quest for Glory 3. You can use to create a magical staff.
Gotta wait for your partner to manifest for proper dancing, yes.
I see.
Yeah, that's pretty lovely music.
It was lovely music. It is a little confusing.
It is, because it doesn't...
For a novice like me who's never been here. But I can't get him to sing anymore.
No.
Should I give him some more water?
No, I don't think you can trigger it again. Well, you can. Yep,
I can start over.
you could. Yes.
I wonder if you can do the...
Time to restore summoned staff, and a better version than the previous games, in my opinion. Yay. When was the last time you played this game? I think we started playing it 4 years. We've only been doing live streaming for about 4 years. Oh, no, because we were doing it much longer than that. We weren't doing it on a regular basis, though, so I would guess 5
trigger
years.
the magic wood? I think I should save.
You could do that. You've already used your stamina. That dancing was hard. Proof of destiny? We need to get back and prove our destiny. But...
Okay. Well,
so yeah, and we have never played it through since we first
played partway through, and
yeah, we don't need to do that.
How do I know?
Because I'm telling
getting new messages.
No, those are the same messages.
Yes, I'm getting the same messages I got before, but maybe they'll give me another piece of magic wood, and I can sell it to Chakra for a bloody fortune. I could be a magic wood entrepreneur.
You could, or you could get on with the game and, actually get somewhere before we're, turn in your, you don't want Elsa to beat you at this.
Elsa is going to drown.
She is not. She has better sense than to walk into a pool of water that you can easily avoid.
Well, I couldn't easily avoid it. I kept accidentally walking.
You accidentally, but she doesn't have to deal with a cursor to move. She just walks, Corey. So just like Quest for Glory 3
voices.
And Chakra's mother, if you edit in the magic, if you exit in the, edit in the magic wood, it immediately triggers the staff creation when you next enter the magic shop. As such, you can create the summoned staff now, but immediately after that, the game jumps to Chakra being taken out like Erasmus.
Ah! So it's a good thing we bought all the pills and stuff we needed.
Like, if you don't remember the Dryad dance, it has been too long. Yes, played this when it first came out, played this 10 years after, and 12 years after that. I never forgot the Dryad dance. Yes, I didn't forget the Dryad dance. we weren't sure how to trigger it. Well, or what it was going to do, because it's...
the idea here, just sitting and waiting, is not the normal behavior of an adventure game player.
Right.
And it's certainly not the normal behavior of a modern MMO player, where if you sit and wait, you're dead.
Right. But you can walk around, because that was the cool thing. Those particles are really attached to you, so it'll follow you.
I want to know if we're going to do another dance.
Well, you will, because...
Except I'll be almost out of stamina. Okay, quick, take a stamina pill.
Wifey and I got to Somaria. As such, it's more dangerous to modify the inventory in this game. Thankfully, the game does not block the summoned staff spell from functioning without the proper acquisition, unlike Quest for Glory 3 and 4. Good to know.
It looks much as you imagine it would. And there she is again. Yeah,
the dryads, as large as they were, that was as much as we could animate on the screen. And those are a different animation. The particle system was totally separate from the animations.
Yeah, when we were doing Heroes Quest, Heitman informed me that basically the most you could animate at one time was about 1/8 of the screen. And that is why when you're having combat against a Cheetar, for instance, that the Cheetar is there, but only part of it moves.
Right.
Only the claws and the head move. And if you look carefully, it gives the illusion of the whole thing moving and fighting you, but it isn't all moving.
What's that glow thing on there? Can you pick it up, or is it just an aftermath of the
It's just
staff?
an aftermath.
Okay, fine. Well, we need to get back to town. We're starving, it said.
And we're told not to use a magic mirror.
Yeah. No.
Okay, are we done here on the island?
Yes, we are for now.
Except
yeah.
I can't get out.
You have to.
I'm trapped.
Ironically, Quest for Glory 5 is the easiest game to edit stats and inventory for other than the ones with built-in editors like Quest for Glory 1.
Oh, it's been a long time since you stopped to eat. You can feel
Yes.
hunger sapping away
Yes.
your stamina and health.
Yes, exactly. And your
Apparently we have no food.
You just need to eat.
Eat. Fruit. Oh, you hit the spot. You're still a little bit hungry. It's been a long time between meals.
But it did stop. You needed your what is it, the candy bar. You needed a candy bar, clearly. Go eat our...
Only have
No,
one.
you have a euro or something in
A
inventory.
euro, okay.
Yeah.
Eat. That was delicious. You're no longer hungry.
Now you're okay.
We're going to have to buy more food, though.
You are done. Thank you. Hero's Quest was taken, right? Hence Quest for Glory? Yeah. That was...
Okay, so there was a game by Games Workshop in the UK
It's getting late.
called Hero Quest and Advanced Hero Quest as a board game.
Go to the town directly.
What?
All right, fine. All right, fine.
Now, if I go to town, somebody will undoubtedly steal my balloon.
All right, so. Okay. You got in the... Go to the gates. You're outside town still.
This is
gate. Yes,
no.
you're right outside the town.
Well, how do we get to the real part of the town then?
You go to the gate, wait for the portcullis to... Oh, and you run over to the inn and go to sleep.
Oh, that was outside the town.
That
I
was
see.
outside the town, yeah.
What does that sign say? I can't tell because I didn't click on it.
No, they didn't have a area. It was Games Workshop and Milton Bradley then.
Right,
Now it's
Milton Bradley was the
Avalon
US
Hill.
distributor.
Avalon Hill and Hasbro. I didn't know Hasbro took over
Use your
Milton
key on the
Bradley.
door.
That makes sense.
Lock the door with your room key. 2:05 a.m. Too late even for no man. Mm-hmm. So no supper.
Same one as
forthcoming.
I've probably seen in the game shops, yes, but they were going to do the computer game version, which never actually...
Yeah, they had actually licensed the computer game, the title, to a company that made computer games. They're doing a video game, actually. Sleep until morning. And so they said that ours was, interfering with their trademark.
It's why the modern reissue removed certain components and are basically tied to Warhammer Chaos faction. Interesting.
I'm getting hungry.
You are.
All right. We clearly need to buy some food. Okay,
But
I thought we had automatic eating. Maybe we did until we ran out of rations.
Could be. I don't think we did. We've always eaten here. But we do need to go show up and get rid of our proof of prophecy.
What amazing meal does no man have for us?
Today's special is something I think you'll really like.
Pistachios!
Garlic smashed potatoes and pistachio cream. I mean, that sounds pretty tasty.
Yeah, until you hear how they made it. I'd get the staff first. Oh, really? Okay, fine. Get the staff first. But don't finish the thing. Go to chakra, in other words.
Well, first I'm going to sell my
Smashed
junk.
potatoes are not a meal to sit on, are they? Well, it's certainly how you can smash them.
Go across the bridge, or do I think so? One of these days I'll learn this town. No, I won't. Takes me here. Ah, there we go. There's Andre.
But you don't need Andre now.
All right,
We're
fine.
going to chakra.
But I'm going to the weapon maker first.
Okay.
The smith. Ouch! The spiky bits are sharp. Sell something. Spearheads. Take them all, whatever you offer. That's all I got.
Yeah, you didn't get. You got gold and healing potions off the one
Where's the
thing.
magic shop? It's not here.
Not here.
Is it up there?
Smashed potatoes can be pretty good, but they have to be made by not sitting on them.
Ah. So picky.
Picky, yes.
Is this magic?
No,
No, it's a apothecary.
no.
Magic shop is this way
There,
somewhere.
right there.
There. I always think that's the bank.
It isn't. You're just confused by the pillars and the fact it looks like, you know,
A
a
bank?
pyramid and
Hey, guy. Dr. Chakra. Ask about the right destiny.
The right of destiny will be difficult to accomplish only because Delos is far from.
I told you we should have talked to him
No.
earlier.
the
Yes,
most
you should have, but you
dangerous of
didn't.
waters. No boat will dare sail there unless it could sail through the sky.
all right.
Even if you made the wings again, they could not get you to Delos. The wind is wrong for that. You will need to find a flying device that you can control. Delos is a very interesting place. There is a good deal of magic there. It is well worth visiting. However, the Sibyl of Delos must be treated with respect. She reads the strands of the future.
So it would have been better to have had these dialogues
Yes,
before
it
we
would
went.
have, yes.
But I do appreciate the fact that the game is not the characters in the game are not omnipotent. He does not know that we've already been to Delos.
No.
I am still upset about my father and the events in Silmaria. Erasmus is still asleep. I am worried, my friend. Very worried. Farewell. And I hope that your destiny is favorable.
Okay, so let us go find our magic
You
wood.
could say first, but yeah, put your wood in there.
Done.
Done.
I could have eaten a
True. Then
stamina
you get
pill
potato on your pants.
First. No, we use the stamina pill first. Okay, then we will save. Options. Save game. Proof destiny, sure, why not? Or magic wood. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think about this?
Ah, you have found some magical wood. Let us make you a magical staff, symbol of the wizard. Place the wood on the magical drum, please.
I thought a hat that had wizard with two Z's. That's the symbol of a wizard. No! I thought I had to do that to make it mine.
You do.
Is that spell?
Now, summon your new staff.
Your magical staff appears in your hand. You may now draw upon its stored energy as well as your own.
Yes, it's so he puts magic into it.
So, let's talk to him again. Maybe he can tell me about magical
No.
staves. Nope, nothing.
No.
Let's make sure we have all of his spells.
Yeah.
Because we were not rich
Right.
last time. Zap, we have fascination. I don't know if we have that.
It was fascination, I know.
Fascination.
So unlike the previous games, this is an actual weapon and has its own mana pool. Well, yes.
We do not have fascination. Fascination. Offer him full
I
price
thank you
because
for
we're
doing
rich.
business with me.
Dazzle we have. Wait, is it fascination we bought or did I buy this one? Resistance. Zap. Twinkling lights. Boom. Do we have boom?
I don't know that we have boom. We certainly haven't used it if we did.
Spells. Inventory. Spells. Summon staff. Shrink. Resistance. These things in the inventory that I have to use them to. I thought I just bought a fascination spell.
You did. It was in the spells. It's the last. Fascination. You have to use it. Yes, you bring a spell scroll. So you're right.
I don't see it though.
Well, go to the bottom of your thing. I don't see it either.
Maybe I didn't bargain correctly, but I just spent 200 drachmas on it.
Yeah.
Fascination. I see nothing that looks like it.
You'd have to go over
And
all
boom.
of
Is there a boom? I don't see a
them.
boom
You
either.
didn't buy the boom yet.
Oh, I know, but I thought maybe I bought it a long time ago.
No, I didn't see it.
That's the problem with playing remote possessions. Magic dagger. Our IP spell.
Yeah, probably a good idea. You're
Offer
right.
200.
I thank you for doing business with me.
Yes.
Boom. Offer.
I thank you for doing
That was expensive.
They're all expensive. Resistance Dazzle. Maybe I bought Resistance again.
No, you bought.
I thank you for doing.
Zap. Mana Pills. Mana Potion.
All right.
We could buy some more Mana Potions.
Sure.
Except I mostly just use pills.
I thank you for doing.
All right. Now let's find our spells. All right.
Resistance. Reversal. Fascination. Boom. R.I.P. Rest in peace. Wars away monsters while you sleep in the wilderness. Being a prudent spellcaster, you should naturally invoke rest in peace each night. So we're lucky we're alive.
Yeah. We didn't get hit. All right.
The boom spell creates a skull of magical energy that will explode when something approaches within 10 feet. Allows you to make a magical trap.
Yeah.
And it predates the boom in trap in Hero You Rogue Redemption. Summon Staff allows the wizard to summon his magical staff to his hand. Will half as much mana as the wizard's current mana and vanish when it runs out of mana.
And it can be equipped and unequipped and will only disappear when you try to cast something without enough mana remaining. But then you can summon it again. And since it's not just infinite mana, you can now actually gain spell skill while using the staff. Oh, that's a good one.
We have the magic staff equipped apparently.
Okay. We now have the magic staff.
And the good luck charm. We should have the magic charm bracelet,
We should.
I think.
Yes.
Our luck went down, our magic went up.
Yes, we need to
We
be a
really
mage.
should.
R.I.P. is the only spell I'm willing to cheat and modify to full spell skill without doing it honestly, because it takes way too long since you have to go through the sleep animations every time.
Alas. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye.
Farewell, and I hope that your destiny is favorable.
use it
Since we're
as a-
told we may never see him
Yeah,
again.
you can use it as a physical weapon, but it's the power level of a dagger. Yes, I trained it up once. I think I beat the game on day 80.
Ah,
Well, we're at 25. We need to go get rid of that. Our
well, we did
destiny.
important things, so we need to save again.
Okay.
We can just save over it, but we do need to save.
Okay. Now we need to show that off.
Okay, this will take us to nowhere. It'll take us to there. What happens if we got that?
We
other
need
way?
to go up. I think.
Up.
Yeah.
Up and across and over. It's all very confusing. For one very small city.
It's not a small city, clearly.
Up here?
No, go up. Yeah.
Should we put our money in the bank? Probably.
No.
Hey, guard. I need to show him the thing. I remember.
Mm-hmm. Inventory. That thing.
Proof of destiny. I guess we don't need to put the magic staff in there because it can just be equipped. Proof of destiny. Too far away. Maybe if I look at the board,
We will notify Logos that you have completed the rite of destiny.
also says the guard sees your drawn weapon and prepares to defend himself.
Yes,
So
sir.
apparently I should not
The web
have.
of the future is woven, and few dare to face what the fates have sown. One man has looked upon his future. The Prince of Shapir knows now what lies before him, for better or for worse. Thus ends the rite of destiny.
How long would I have had to wait to have had somebody else complete it first?
Don't know.
Has that happened?
Yeah, I believe so.
You're dismissed. Rest up for the next rite. You then return to the Hall of Kings.
I have said before that a ruler must be willing to face death for his kingdom. A king must be willing to go through hell if that is what it takes to make certain Silmaria is safe. You too must enter the depths of death. You must open the gates of the underworld. You must face the fearsome guardian of the dark reaches, Cerberus. You must journey downward to the very center of the abyss.
But where is it?
Enter the realm of Hades. Find the river Styx, with which even gods swear oaths of binding. return from this infernal land with the water of the Styx to swear your honor and valor. This is the rite of courage.
Right. Escorted by guards through the corridors of the Hall of Kings, eventually led out of the gate. The guard sees your drawn weapon and prepares to defend himself. Let us perhaps not have a drawn weapon. That better? You okay?
All right, and Brainiac says it may have been intended, but I believe it's not actually possible for someone else to get that one first. The first right, you can be beaten if you take too many days, and the Hydra right, you can lose if you give the teeth to Elsa. The others, I think, necessitate your victory. Okay. What was the...
Okay, Rite of Destiny, it says competitors must transfer to those. It said that competitors must seek a way to enter the gates of Hades, travel to the depths, and return with water from the river Styx. We're going to need more M4A.
Yeah, we're going to need a bigger boat.
This one just said that Rakesh has been narrowly escaped death by poison dagger. Magicus, Prince of Shapir, saved Rakesh's life by giving the lion to her some poison cures pills. Assassin is still at large and considered to be extremely dangerous.
The first right can be beaten if it yes, okay, fine, yeah.
If what?
If you take too many days, and the Hydra is you can only lose if you give the teeth to Elsa. Others necessitate your victory. Yes.
Which one?
You
Two others.
might, yes.
Hades, not just Styx. Ah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I figured never have too many empty M4A.
No, clearly not in this thing.
As we know, M4A is the plural, not M4S. Okay, third dragon pillar. We have new island news. Third dragon pillar broken. Oh no, the dragon pillar to the north of the village of Eos has been destroyed. Sages say this could lead to the release of the legendary Dragon of Doom. City guards have been sent out to protect the remaining pillars. The probable next target, the fourth pillar, is north of Tinos. Ooh, maybe we should go there. Standings after Valor. Magicus, Elsefeld, Spielberg, and Gort. Standings after Destiny. Magicus, Elsefeld, Spielberg, Gort. We're doing pretty well here. Yeah, so it'd be interesting to play a game where you try to have somebody else win. Who sells the M4A, does she?
I think it's Wolfie.
What does she sell?
Welcome, friend, to all Katas.
Oh, she
May
sells
that
jewelry.
pin be ever the sign of friendship between us.
Brainiac says, in fact, the game tries to force you not to get into the lower areas of Hades, at least with at least one amphora. I managed to trick it, and doing so is a very
It was
bad
such a
idea.
thrill to see your flying machine in the air. I ran from my stand all over town to keep it in sight. I have told everyone that it was you who made such a wondrous thing. This is all very good.
You can talk to him.
Greet him.
You must have had a very fine time in your flying machine, I am thinking.
It's all an echo of what you could do again in Summer Days Tilly's Tale, which you haven't purchased yet. You can get on Steam, but not on TOG.
I would very much like to fly
You can also get it on itch.io.
Be like a bird and fly away south for the winter. Except that my homeland is to the east, and I will be flying there. I have been hearing many rumors of some very nasty prophecy which is supposed to be coming true. It is something about that big lizard that ate Atlantis and is going to be eating all of us. Oh, I'm hoping that this story is not true.
That's probably that island we found with the big dragon, the big caldera. It's former Atlantis.
I hope that you will have as much fun on your next quest as on this one. Greetings go with you.
Purchase something. All right, so we bought the map from him originally and
Okay.
totally forgot about it.
Yeah.
All right, let's get 10 or just 5.
5.
5 M4A.
Don't even need that much, but fine.
Thank you, thank you.
You never know. Maybe we're going to fill him with poison.
Could be.
In fact, oh, okay, game tries now.
All right. Yes. 414.
Yeah, it's about time to call it, but first we need to talk to everybody.
Okay.
We must talk to the famous adventurer. We must talk to Chakra.
Yes.
Because how else will we discover that he's no longer Campos? We must get lost again and
Lost
again and
him
again.
3 times or 4 times on our way around here.
Lost 3 times. Da 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 da. Lost a 4th.
We already sold everything, didn't we?
Even though we got some more stuff.
I don't know.
I guess all we got was money and potions.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, FA 1233 should be awake. Doop. Doop. Great, famous adventure.
You are about to die, salute me. Is that what it is? Can't remember my Latin grammar to say it right, though. Well, I salute you right back.
Moritori te salutant.
Salutamus.
Salutamus.
Yes, we who
We.
are about to die. The amus suffix.
So correct my my grammar, just like in Monty Python.
Yeah.
Life of Brian. Ask about famous adventurer.
I'm getting more and more itchy to go out adventuring again.
Itchy.
Come the spring and I'm flying north like the birds. You interested in a job as famous adventurer while I'm gone?
How do I get that job? Ask about, what's your name now?
Here's something from my past you might know a bit about. Went to brunch with Baba Yaga, though I did not dare to eat. Had a queasy sort of feeling when I looked upon the meat. She called me Sweet Prince Ivan as she licked her lips at tea. So quickly I deserted ere she made dessert of me.
Ah, good poem. Sweet Prince Ivan, which is referring, of course, to the Tales of Baba Yaga from the Russian folklore.
Salutamus is we. Yes, salutant. Okay, is they. Yes. Yeah. But, of course, this would be
Salutamus.
singular, so we'd have to figure out the singular
They
suffix.
are really making you work for this rulership, right? You'd think they didn't want you to come back from Hades.
Maybe they don't. What about Hades?
That's one place I've never wanted to visit. My buddy Orpheus went looking for his wife there once. He was never quite the same afterwards. On the way to Hades, he met Cerberus, the 3-headed dog of the underworld. Orpheus charmed her with a song, but then Orpheus charmed everyone. Orpheus almost drank from the river Lethe, which makes you forget all worries and rest peacefully. But Orpheus was goal-oriented and wanted his wife back from the underworld. Didn't get her out, though. According to legends, all streams and rivers that run into the earth flow all the way down to Hades. To open a path to Hades, pour blood mixed with water into the hole. Then you gotta chant something or other, but I never learned the words. Never really intend to go there, you see.
Where could we learn that?
You got the nerve to brave the bowels of oblivion and dally with death, my friend? Good luck. You're sure gonna need it.
Now, we hope all the viewers will remember all that, because when we go to do it next week, we'll have forgotten all that. Suppose there's any books about Hades?
Moriturus me salutas. Okay, thank you.
May, where?
Masculine you. We have their ATM is giving us the
Oh,
correct.
Salutamu, no.
Yes. And there's the hint about the FA being a license.
You who are
It is-
about to die, salute me, would be... No, it's I who about
I
to
have
die,
it, yes,
salute
yes.
you.
Yeah, because it's we who are about to die, salute you. It's said to the Caesar, you know.
More,
So yeah,
more
this race is going to be in a
Moratoro-
dead heat soon.
te saluta.
Salutami, something I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably forget critical details though. Oh well. Well, we'll figure it out one way or another. Fortunately,
Well, if it's by total score, then we should have already...
yeah, but you
Won enough
still have
points
to
to win.
do all the rights, so it's tradition.
all right,
all
do we
right.
want to go to Science Island for any reason?
No, I don't.
Or we probably
think
want to
so.
go to the magic shop that I probably can't find. Because I get lost every time. Up or over? I think it came in this.
Latin is literally something about to die. You, we salute. Yes, yeah.
We'll go this way. Can't. Am I lost?
Well, only a little.
Mostly. Back up that way.
Yeah, I took Latin in high school.
And I don't go that way because that's where I just came from. Up this way?
Yeah, I think so.
So when I was an exchange student in Berlin, I had 2 different classes. The one that was the equivalent of a 10th grade class was studying Greek.
Other way.
That's the apothecary.
Yeah, I know.
It's not this way?
Is it? I guess it is.
Yeah, I think it
there
is.
it is. You're right.
And the one that was the equivalent to 11th grade class was studying Latin. So I had a tiny bit of Greek, a tiny bit of Latin, but most I just didn't go to those lessons since I had not had 5 years of studying either classical language. He seems okay to me. Like chakra. Ask about magic.
Magic that you really need more than new spells is to make yourself a new magical staff.
Oh, they're going to give you the there.
What?
Oh, well, he's giving you
I
the
missed
magic.
it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
must find some magical wood. No wizard should be without one. A magical staff is an important tool for spellcasting.
All right, we're still in the.
I do not know where you can find such a wonder as magical wood around here. I made my staff from the same wood as you did when you made your first staff. I too went to the heart of the world in Tarna. However, I am certain you will know magical wood when you find it.
What worse than dryads?
May magic flow with you always.
Okay. Well, he seems perfectly all right to me so far.
Ah, that's pretty.
He hasn't died yet.
Not yet. Not dead yet.
I need to buy some stuff.
Okay.
Food.
Food. Yes. Here, get some
Oh,
heroes.
friend of my people, it is always a pleasure to see you.
Yeah, but how long do euros last? Buy things.
Infinitely, apparently.
Let's
Well, you
buy
can-
about 10 euros.
Never had that happen before.
Or
Last
20.
time I ran things, he was lost right after making the staff. Interesting. Well, he
May
doesn't
your
know he's
mouth
lost
be
yet.
charmed by the taste of it. Many thanks.
And we could get some more fruit, I guess. How much do we have? I don't know. Not enough.
Maybe it's tied to this right specifically. Could be. What are you doing?
I'm buying food.
I see, but you're
May
buying
your
20
mouth be
pieces of
shut.
fruit.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you
And
buy
any
some
pizza?
pizza?
Why would I need pizza? I used my pizzas.
Yes, you did.
May your mouth be. May your.
All right, fine, good.
Sukalatakya.
When we have
There.
Sokolita, we
May
are.
your.
I still have some, but
Yeah.
now we have more.
Okay. I wonder if this game would block you now if you try to go back in. I don't know.
Back to Delos. I don't know. For all I know, maybe that's the way to go.
Back into chakras. Oh, I don't know.
I don't expect it to.
Back into.
Hey, that's a nice song.
Yeah, back into the magic shop. Yes. All right.
Oh, we're on a new ride, so we could talk to the apothecary.
No, it's still good right now. We're still day 25, so I think it needs to wait for the next day. I mean, it has to have a time to happen after
Yeah.
all.
Γεια σας, μιλάτε ελληνικά.
Sala, the true composer of the hero's theme.
Good to
Yes.
see you again.
Hey, babe. How'd you do, Lenore?
Nothing new.
Nothing new.
Come again soon. Our herbs will always be here when you need them.
Nothing new to buy. Oh, I was going to talk to. Nothing new.
Have a cosmic time out there.
Cosmic time. All right.
Day trigger makes sense. I'll have to poke some more when I get a chance. Yeah, I think it's a day trigger. I think it has to happen. This is the same day we did the rite of rulership, effectively. So it
Well-
probably makes the next day.
It would, of course, if we were to go to Science Island, he'll, of course, say this whole thing about Hades is nonsense, superstitious nonsense.
Yeah. And we have to figure out where to go. And we didn't find out from the famous adventurer.
Can find out from the famous. Well, yeah, we did learned a lot from the famous.
Well, yeah, no, but we
All you
didn't
have to go
find
to
out where
any
to go.
stream is bleed into it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's look at our maps.
And we heard that the Dragon Pillar north of Tinos is in danger. So that seems like a place where a real hero would go and, who cares
Okay.
about the rights? We got
Okay.
work to do.
Fine.
We're a hero. It's also almost 4:30.
Yes, it is. I mean, and we have a
Looking
stopping
for a
point.
good break. We're at a reasonable break point.
Yeah.
Hey. You have no problem adjusting this brake lever except for trying to click on it.
Yeah. Well, I think the balloon was actually, there were a lot of clues for the balloon when we actually needed to make the balloon, and you sure don't want it before then.
Yeah. I don't know where we got the goo clue. Who sets it up, so.
I don't know. Isn't that the trigger, I mean the zap, I mean the force bolt was already there at 6.
It was. Boop. Beep. Ah, I missed.
First time you missed. Oh, try a little higher.
A little lower, actually.
Oh, actually, okay, fine. So what's our magic skills of it? Weirdly, the open spell also works on this lever. Oh, okay, that's...
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's opening
Sort of.
it up. Yes, I think Fullus may actually have useful information this time. Also, I check in your room at the inn today. Okay, thank you.
Ah, okay, so our stats. Our vitality is up. Our offense is down.
Yeah.
Because we're not wearing a staff.
Okay, and our spell scores.
It's all in the 300s and 400s. Our spells...
Our defense size.
Magic is 463.
And our swimming size.
That's close to max. Okay, now our spells. Fascination, 200. Augment, 207. We never really did figure out how to use that. Resistance,
click
214.
on Augment again. Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah, temporarily increase your spell skill on any other spell.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Okay, what if we cast that on...
It's on you. It's on you.
On any other spell.
And then any other spell you do will be better.
I want to click on spell. Fascination. Cast.
It
Attracts dumb monsters and damages them slightly when the spell discharges.
Ah.
No. Whee!
Yeah, it's a distraction spell. Ooh, shiny, yeah.
Somebody else's business.
Well, you just learned to swim, yes, and we haven't had much opportunity to swim so far.
I learned a while back how to swim.
Yes, I know, but we haven't done any. We've only swum.
Not a pie chart or a pizza.
Yes.
Artichoke and anchovy. If we try to give him an artichoke pizza, he will complain that it's not complete. Ask about Rite of Courage.
Right is fundamentally impossible. It would be a waste of time for all involved. Thus, Gort and I shall wisely study whether paramecium actually come in pairs, while you all pursue this nonsense.
Hey, greetings.
Superstitious tripe about oracles and destiny is precisely why we scientists are going to rule the world. Such balderdash! A journey to Hades is utterly preposterous. Everyone knows that when people die, they go to that great research center in the sky.
Well, if they're scientists. But what about the non-scientists? So we don't care about those.
Science shall prevail where superstition fails. That was rather clever, wasn't it? I shall have to write that down.
How's Gort doing?
Gort has better things to do than waste my time with meaningless, all right? Go ahead if you so choose, but you are wasting your time.
How do I fly?
That flying machine you created was truly amazing. It's a pity you did not return with it. I would have liked to study it further.
I probably could return
Yes,
with that.
fascination is slightly more useful, juggling
Study
wise.
your trigonometry and forget Hades.
Okay.
All right. Maybe we should bring the flying machine back here.
No, we shouldn't. They'd want to dissect it. All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out and I can't.
No, you can't.
This geometry is crazy.
It is. All right. Why don't we go to our room with a magic magnet and call it a night? Doc's getting more and more cranky. Yeah.
Well, the rites are superstitious, and he doesn't believe in superstition.
All right.
I mean, it's all about superstition.
All right.
It's too early to...
Ooh, look.
What? Oh, this thing? Chocolate box? How many do I have? Let's see. I have 2 of them.
Yeah, you do want to use your eye.
My eyeball? Eyeball the chocolate box. It just tells me chocolate box.
Okay.
What about my spells, though? My spells. Detect magic. Only your own magic items this room.
Save. He says
You
save.
pick up the chocolate box. Options. Save. Okay, what's our next rite? It is called the rite of... Remember?
Something. Rite of
Going to Hades.
going to Hades is better, yeah. You may well. All right. And we have a spare chocolate box now.
Is it different
Rite
from
of
other ones?
courage, thank you.
I have 3 of them now? No, I have 2 of them.
Right, because go to the bottom.
This one is purple instead of
All right,
red.
click on it.
This candy has the odor of overripe fruit. This nice container of chocolatakia resembles a box of chocolates in appearance, smell, and taste.
All right.
All right, we need to eat it, clearly.
You did save. All right, eat.
Rite of courage. This candy is really... I couldn't read it. It went off too fast.
Well, don't. Here's
Like
some-
Rip Van Winkle, you lay down for a nap, perhaps for just 2 hours or 4, but it seems that candy was a trap. You'll fulfill this quest nevermore.
Fenris did warn you. Yep. All right. Load game. Oh no, save game and let's
I
die.
saved.
Well, let's just.
Oh, did I save it
You
before I
didn't
picked it
save.
up?
You didn't save before you picked up the thing.
Options. Save.
Silly clowns.
Going to Hades.
We could have put silly clowns on.
We should have.
Yeah. All right. Now you can. Now you can quit game, Corey.
But, oh. Okay. But I'm not fully rested.
I know.
Options. Silly clown. Warning, you've just turned on silly clowns. Options. Quit. You really want to quit? It's about that time.
Yep. It is that time. All right.
And it didn't give me a cute death message,
It did
quitting
not.
message.
Well, it doesn't. Yeah.
All right. We're still here.
We are.
What y'all think about all that? We discovered a prophecy and we found a trap. Somebody got into our room, our normally locked room.
Yes.
An overripe fruit smell.
Yes. A big hint that it's not good.
And no magic to be found.
It's not magical.
Well, clearly we'll want to take that to the apothecary.
Yes. Thank you much for the streaming. This was fun. Thank you.
Because they said if they had a sample of the poison, they might be able to counteract it.
Yeah.
And that might save Rakesh.
Yes. I'm late for the stream, but thanks for the stream. Oh well. we're
Okay, Lori will be back in
Yeah.
27 minutes approximately.
Yes.
Half an hour. And she will be doing World of Warcraft housing stuff.
His house sitting next weekend, but be sure to sit on his laptop. Good. And thank you for another enjoyable stream.
I
Well,
should,
thank you all for
sit on your laptop?
No, no,
Okay.
no.
Darn.
And thank you all for showing up. We will see you next time.
And we'll be back this next Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific time for the Rite of Courage
Yep.
and
Can't wait.
investigation of poison
Yeah.
chocolates.
Yes, investigations and
Of
things.
course, it might just be spoiled chocolates. I think we have some of that overripe fruit in the refrigerator, by the way.
Oh no. All we have
Mango is looking a
is looking.
bit iffy.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, see you then next time. We'll,
So if we're not here next week,
you'll know we ate.
we'll have eaten toxic mango.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Be well. Live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.